Okay, we are live for session 34 of Adventures in Emathan. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we'll start off as we do with some character introductions. So why don't we start off with Douglan? And Douglan, some big news you might want to share with everyone?
Yes, Douglan has leveled up. Wow! The best time of the year, right? Christmas morning, the whole deal. So now Douglan is 7th level Oath of the Protector Paladin. And the main thing that he gains at the 7th level is a new Paladin power called Aura of the Guardian, which basically means that as a reaction, if a creature or an ally within 10 feet takes damage, he can choose to take that damage in his stead, his or her stead. It does not transfer any other effects. So if there's a paralysis, if there's, blindness or anything, he cannot transfer that over, strictly the damage taken. But, seeing as Kogan and Douglan like to get hit, this might come in handy, I have a feeling.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that's Douglan's a big step up. Not much on the spell thing because paladins, they're all about holy righteousness and not casting these fancy spells. So
yes, it's all good. About righteousness.
Yes.
All right, and Kogan, you too have some news.
So also, of course, leveled up. So Kogan is now 7th level Rune Knight fighter. And at 7th level, he gets Rune Knight abilities. So one of them is called Runic Shield. And it allows me to, on reaction, if an ally gets hit by an attack, before knowing the damage roll, I can choose to disrupt that attack, basically, if it's within 60 feet, and cause a new roll. And they have to use the results of the new roll on the D20 for the attack. So, handy there, extra defense on the team. And then I also get to add another rune to my arsenal. So Kogan has carved in a rune that gives him passively resistance to poison damage and advantage on saves against being poisoned. And then when he activates the rune, he gets barbarian rage light, I guess you could call it, because it's gives him resistance to all bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage, whether it's magical or not. So
Sweet.
For 1 minute.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think we had any rule concerns out of last session. The only thing that came up was getting Douglan's lightning spear sorted out, and I think we have taken care of that. So we'll get into our session recap, and for that, one must have session recap music. Okay, she's a doozy, boys, so sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. As the session began, it was late evening on the 23rd day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence. The party was again seated around the table at the Black Rooster Inn in Blessa. Large bowls of desert vegetable soup and mugs of high sun ale were delivered, a welcome reprieve from the water and rations of the past couple of days. Seated next to the party was a group of tieflings engaged in a game of dice. The party overheard the group discussing increased orc activity around Blessa. The tieflings were sure that they were looking for something and seemed very determined to find it. Discussion with the tieflings confirmed that the orcs were traveling from the direction of the Scar and moving towards Blessa. The party headed off to bed, fully expecting trouble by morning. They were not disappointed. Early the next morning, the party was awakened by the sound of frantic commotion throughout Blessa. Heading downstairs, Velspira told the party that the orcs were outside the cavern gates, demanding to speak to Fernley. Alanis confirmed that this was the name that she had given Oshug and the other orcs at the Scar. Heading to the entrance, the party found Oshug and 6 of his men waiting for them. Oshug demanded the return of the map that was taken from his tent. After attempts by the party to discuss the situation, Oshug became impatient and a battle erupted. The orcs were strong opponents, but the party again worked well together, winning the fight. Knowing that they had a full day of travel ahead to get to Vulan, the party quickly collected their possessions and departed as the inhabitants of Blessa began the process of cleaning up and hiding the evidence of the battle. Just before arriving in Vulan, Zarmir apologized to Alanis for not getting her safely to the Scar and back. He returned the fee that she paid him and headed back into the desert, stating he needed to inform the families of the dead tiefling guides of what had happened. Arriving in Vulan, the party headed to the Sand Whisper Inn. There, they were informed that Methor Zandani was looking for Alanis. The party met with Methor and learned that the Zandani sisters had made it back safely. As a thank you from the Zandani family, Methor gave Alanis a Devil Star diamond and a carved wooden token. The diamond sparkles with internal light that is said to come from magic trapped inside of it during the explosion that destroyed the area now known as the Sea of Sand. The token is carved with the Zandani family symbol and can be used to call upon the Zandani family for help. After enjoying an evening of celebration with Methor, the party boarded the Stargazer and departed for Hollow Harbour in a region known as the Divide. The decision was made to drop the party off in Hollow Harbour to begin looking for Tressa Frostdancer's fortress. At the same time, the skyship would take Alanis back to the city of Elegon to speak with the Penumbra Bards about the Iceborne Orcs map and the plan to resume their advance into Easterly. In Hollow Harbour, the party began exploring the bustling town. Discussions with several merchants confirmed that Tressa Frostdancer was well known in the region. Information gleaned from a discussion with Seawell Downweaver, the owner of the Wanderlust Supply, suggested that a half-orc named Harabar Muzuro would be a good source of information on her. He is known to spend his nights gambling at the local fighting arena. After spending the rest of the afternoon milling about Hollow Harbour, the party began to see a pattern in what the townsfolk had to share about Tressa Frostdancer. Most people knew the legends and the stories about her, but few seemed to know what became of her. Those that thought they did all seemed to have a different story. It began to feel like finding Tressa was going to be much harder than hoped. That evening, the party headed to the arena to watch the fights and see if they could meet with Harabar. Unfortunately, he was not at the arena, though most expected to see him the next day. On the next day, the party continued the search for information on Tressa and her fortress. A search that began to feel quite futile. Returning to the inn, Landis discovered a note from Obadiah in Words Yet Spoken. The note requested that Kogon travel to Lyleon to meet with Ferida Gleenwolern Nulfen Pass in person, as he believed that she had information that Kogon needed to hear directly. As evening approached, the party headed to the arena once again in search of Harabar, as it was beginning to appear that he might be their only chance. Once again, Harabar was not there, but a conversation with a gambling buddy confirmed that he would be returning the next night after being away on business. The party decided to give it one last try the next night before giving up. Early the next morning, the Stargazer arrived back from the city of Alagon. Traveling out to the ship, the party learned from the crew that the Penumbra College had requested that Nightingale return at once. After a lengthy discussion, it was decided that the best thing to do, short term, was to split up to deal with the many priorities in front of them. Nightingale and Landis would return to the city of Alagon, while Douglan and Kogon spent a few more days trying to find the fortress. When the Stargazer returned, Douglan and Kogon would travel to Lilion to meet with Obadiah and Farida. Once finished there, they would return to the city of Alagon to reconnect with the others. The skyship departed a few hours later. Feeling that they had exhausted any chance of learning anything further about Tressa from the townsfolk, Douglan and Kogon spent the day sparring and enjoying the local hot springs. As night fell on Hollow Harbour, the two headed to the arena one last time. This time, they were not disappointed. As today's session begins, it is early evening on the 28th day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence. The party has just arrived at the arena. After asking around, the party is pleased to hear that Harabar is indeed at the arena this night. After a little further inquiry, the party arrives at a small booth near the middle of the arena. Seated in the booth is a half-orc who stares intently at some papers before looking up to see you. After giving you a quick look over, an unexpectedly large smile erupts across his face. "Friends," he bellows, "what can Harabar do for you on this most fabulous of fight nights?" All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Any clarifications needed?
No,
I don't think so.
I think I think we did determine we are going to try to find the belt, right? That's
that. You guys are
yeah.
going to take a couple of more days to try and find it, and
Harabar's our closest, our best
Harabar
lead
is your best lead.
and he's happy to see us,
for whatever reason.
which kind of worries me. Yeah. Well met, Harabar. I'm Douglan. This is well, let's call it a running mate here, Kogon. Nice to meet you.
It is very good to meet both of you. Please have a seat.
Okay. I will sit. Harabar, is this your establishment?
Oh, no. Harabar loves this place, but Harabar does not own this place.
I see. We are here because we heard that you might have some information on the legend of Tressa Frostdancer and her fortress. We are attempting to find its location, and we are hoping you might have much knowledge on it. Is this true?
Oh, indeed it is. Harabar spent time with Tressa when I was just very young. We traveled and adventured together. It was fantastic.
I would subtly like to insight check that, please.
Absolutely.
All right. Ooh, and I get to use that little tab. Skills. Insight. Look at that. Really good at these. Really good. Oh, it was almost a 17. I'm like, no.
You can't quite tell, if it seems pretty sincere, but you can't really get a good read on it.
Douglan's like riveted to the story, like a little kid. Like, yeah, go on. Tell me a little bit more about this adventures you had with Tressa. Whereabouts?
Well, I was just a young man. Harabar was just a young man. And I was looking for a way to get into the Wanderers Guild. And I've heard of the mighty Tressa Frostdancer. So I did what any good man would do. I went right up to her and I said, I will join your party and we will find great treasures. And she said, I like that. And we traveled. We traveled to the Isle of Giants, and treasure we did find. Great treasures. Harabar did very well with his time with Tressa.
So you are quite rich then.
I do not like to use the word rich, but Harabar does well for himself.
Very good. It is nice that you can retire comfortably in this nice town.
Oh, there is no retiring, my friend. There is much adventure out there, and Harabar now finances great treasure hunting and adventurer groups who travel out and find great fortunes, which they share with Harabar.
Oh. Well then, since you appear to have known Tressa very well, maybe you could give us a map to her fortress, and we could, or you could accompany us perhaps. We could potentially maybe pay you to guide us to Tressa's fortress. There is something we hope to acquire there to help us in something that, well, to put it frankly, endangers the very lives of all those who live on Emathan.
Harabar finds this proposition quite interesting indeed. But you see, this would require those that could handle adventure. And in order for Harabar to agree, you will need to do one thing for Harabar.
Okay.
What does he have in
You
mind?
will fight in the arena this night. If you do well, Harabar will travel with you, as Harabar will know you are up to the challenge. Is this agreeable?
This
Well,
arena.
Sorry, Kugo.
Yeah,
I'm not really a dancing monkey. I'm not really here to entertain those. This is a pretty important mission we're on. Is there no other way, perhaps as my friend said, to compensate you instead of this, well, fight in the arena, if you will?
This is the proposition that Harabar has for you.
It is a test.
You will fight in the arena. If you win, Harabar knows you are up to the challenge. Harabar will accompany you to where he believes that Tressa's hideout is, and will take an equal share of whatever we find there.
I looked Kogan like, I don't think we have a choice.
Now do not worry, friends. The arena is not for killing. It is
Oh,
for
good.
entertainment.
I do not want to kill anyone.
We do not kill in the Hollow Harbour arena. We just look for epic battles between souls who want to show what they are made of.
Douglan sighs deeply like, such a waste of time. All right. Suppose we have no choice in the matter.
Douglan, I think
everyone
without skills,
has a choice.
without skills, it will go relatively quickly.
And perhaps you and I can work on just the two of us, right? Perhaps, yeah, we could look at this as a little bit of training
Yes.
Since it's just going to be you and I for a while, eh?
It is like sparring, but now we are not sparring against each other. We're sparring against whoever they throw. It is other people, yes, or is it monsters and creatures?
You will fight against two brothers that are known as the Brothers of Pain.
Understood.
Sure.
All right, Harabar. We agree to your terms.
Are there any rules or restrictions?
Yes,
Besides not
there
killing.
is indeed. Again, we are not looking to kill one another here. We are looking for epic battles. The conditions are there will be no armor.
No armor.
You will fight with great clubs only.
Great clubs.
2 men for each side will enter the arena. When 1 man goes down, the battle ceases.
Okay. Very good. So I will not use breathe fire on them. And
That would be preferable, yes.
Douglan will not call down holy magics to smite his foes. You see, we are very adept. I understand you want to bet on us, or watch us and make sure we are ready. But okay, we will do this. Great clubs and no armor.
Hold on, if I may, a minute. Harabar, I understand you're taking away the armor and, the main weapons here. My friend here brings up a good point. Is there magic of any kind?
No. You are not allowed to cast spells while in the arena.
No spells, no problem.
Okay. No healing magic, I assume, is included in that.
Correct.
Alright. Just straight up club on club
You
action.
beat each other with the clubs till someone falls down.
So we can use all the abilities we can muster as long as we don't cast spells or breathe fire.
Correct.
Okay.
It is great fun.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Harabar calls one of the people who are working the arena. They take you down into the underbelly of the arena, where you are given a room where you can cast off your armor and your weapons and such. You're just basically given a very loose padded tunic to wear, not enough to even really give you any armor class. So we'll need a little prep here, boys. So I'm going to give you each a great club here.
No shield.
Yeah, I think there's a way too to just go in your inventory and
Yep. Just unclick it.
yeah, unequip adamantium armor.
Okay. You should now each find in your inventory a great club.
My AC
Club.
terrible.
Now, in the interest of keeping this from being a unnecessary lengthy thump fest, we are going to half your hit points.
Okay.
Okay? So basically that means for Kogon, give yourself 37 damage.
37. I'll just give myself the damage. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just give yourself kind of half damage. And for you, Douglan, it'll be
30.
give yourself 30 damage.
30.
Yeah, that'll just, I mean, you're fighting with clubs, and it'll take a long time to beat each other down with clubs. So, and I've made your opponents sort of an equal hit point. So it's really just a slug fest to see if Harabar will take you on as an adventuring partners.
Is it a great? Oh, there we go. Great.
It's two-handed weapon, yeah.
It's not just a good club, it's a great
It's
club.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And make sure you click the 200.
Well, no, that's just primary or offhand, isn't it?
You
Oh,
can
two
put it
hands,
as
okay,
two.
never mind.
I mean, it doesn't have a.
No, it's a two-handed weapon. Yeah. Cool. All right. I will.
It's we're changing and stuff like that. Kogan sees Douglan like he's definitely leaner now than when you first met him, but he's got scars everywhere. Like it's a body that's seen a few things.
The fire.
I
The
feel
fire
naked.
rippling.
Feel naked without this Kogan, without my armor.
I understand, Douglan. But free yourself. Think of yourself now as quicker, smoother. You can still use your defense, your patient defense skills. They said no spells. I'm wondering if they'll be offended if I become large and use my runes. Does
Well,
that
you're
count?
technically not casting a spell.
Yeah.
So
They want spectacle, right?
they want spectacle.
Okay.
Okay, after getting yourselves prepared, you're in your somewhat poorly fitted padded tunics and you're given your big clubs and you walk through the door at your end of the arena and you see two Goliath brothers that are across the room from you.
Very cool. Hello! I like shout across as like the big crowd. Hello, the wave.
So the audience, this is sort of midways through the night. People are sort of half paying attention to what's going on. The brothers of Pain are kind of newcomers to
We're not
the
even
arena.
the main attraction.
No, they're working their way up to being the main attraction, and let us begin, as all good battles begin,
With a
with a
niche.
little battle music, and let's roll for some initiatives.
All right. Yes.
All right,
Way to go.
Veragak has the.
Look at this: 21-20 and then 2-1. What a
That
what a
is
team!
wild.
What a match! This is a good combo.
You guys are paired up nicely.
I assume like you just literally have loincloth and club.
Well, you're wearing this sort of padded tunic.
Okay.
Amazon.
Yeah, it just basically, it just gives you something to wear out there so that you're
Yeah.
not out there in your loincloth.
free balling it. Yeah.
All right, so Veragak has the initiative, and he kind of just bangs his fist off his chest, picks up his club, and charges in. Just running straight at Kogon. All right, Douglan.
Well, Kogon, I guess we better get this over with. And off I go.
And off I go.
Yep. I still get my multi-attack though, right? Like,
Absolutely.
that's-
Oh, yeah.
None of that changes. You just
and no casting of the bow, correct?
correct.
Yeah.
Oh, it hit. Nice.
Ooh,
Yeah, no
sweet.
armor.
Yeah, I was about to say that will hit me, by the way.
It is a slugfest,
Yeah.
as Harabar talked
Yeah.
about.
So it takes a while, but Douglan takes a few sort of tentative jogs, and then it's not really a full-on sprint. It's more of that
I told you
marine-
should have warmed up.
Yeah. You hear the popping and the clicking of the knees, and he just sort of like kind of just lets the club sort of drag behind him. And as he gets close, he kind of does like a sort of a spin and comes around and he cracks him right on the shoulder. And on the follow through, he tries to use the butt end of the thing to crack him right across the face. That's what he wants to do.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those rolls.
You have to roll damage for the other one, too.
Oh yeah, I gotta do 2 damages. Sorry. That's one. That's the other one. I don't have the. It's not a pole arm. The club is not a pole arm,
No.
right? Okay, so. All right.
Sadly, no.
And then Douglan to the crowd, plays it up. He looks so awkward doing it, like.
All right. That takes us to Thavadak, who comes racing in, his club in the air, and he's kind of swinging it a little bit around as he gets ready to baseball Douglan into the other end of the arena.
Ooh, fancy die.
That was pretty.
Oh, jeez. Blood dice and everything.
Yeah, I did some customizing my dice there.
Yeah, holy smokes.
The damage,
Crap.
based on the type of damage, it'll use different sets of dice.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
All right, so he gives you a fair pop, Douglan. You felt it, not huge, but enough to wake you up that this is real. Hold on.
All right. So as a free and flavorful action, I want to try to draw the crowd's attention. But I want to show, I'll give them a show. So I roar a big draconic bellow and breathe some fire out and rip my gambesson off the tunic so that
Nice.
my golden scales like shine in the flickering firelight. And then I'm gonna activate my my new rune. So it's called the Cop rune. So the little rune on my copper, I put it on my copper ring, so it glows. I'm gonna add that, and then I'm gonna run in.
Ooh, that sounded
Yeah.
juicy.
Yeah. And take a big swing at Baragok, or whatever his name is. Baragak.
Baragak.
All right. Baragak.
Your performance definitely gets some people, especially blowing fire. That
Yeah.
people are like, elbowing and turning away from their gambling and drinking and such, and paying attention. Nice.
Did that hit him, or did I just hit? Because I dropped the.
You hit.
I didn't target him with the damage
No.
dice after I rolled the attack
Nope.
dice. Sorry.
That's okay. How much? The damage was 14.
14 max damage. I'm gonna target him this time. That's the rolling. All right, second attack. So I run up, bonk him on the head, and then I just do this big baseball swing for my follow up. Oof.
Oh.
And might as well action surge. I did promise Douglan that this would end quickly.
Nice.
Douglas
So
like
then-
mesmerized by these shiny scales. He's like, wow.
After I baseball swing, I spin around and like drag along the ground and come up with a big uppercut attack. A cow. Okay, rolling lower and lower on the dice. You only go uphill from here. And one last one. I'll just kind of like spear him like forward with the big blunt end for the last attack.
Oh, nice. It was teetering.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh no, I didn't mean to kill him.
No. We assume that all is a non-lethal.
Unconscious, yeah.
Yes. So Veridak takes, that last poke, just bang, takes him right in the jaw, just flies backward, boom, lying on the ground on his back. The place just goes nuts watching the performance that Kogon just put on.
And then I'll yell, "Do you yield?" Thavidak?
Yes. Thavidak. He stops. He looks down at his brother lying on the ground. And he looks over at you and he's like, "That was awesome!"
That's great.
Wow, these guys are pretty cool.
He goes over, grabs his brother by the tunic and starts dragging him off the arena floor. And you have made quick work of the Brothers of Pain. Well, basically, the first person that goes down, that team loses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Both don't have to go down. It just has to be the first down. And you made very fast work.
Oh, dude. Pop, 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 pop.
There we go, Douglan. I told you. These, things like this, it's very rarely filled with people who are actually, truly skilled warriors.
Well, you know me, son. I'm not really into the entertainment side of battle, So, but
Me neither.
we gotta do what we gotta do.
Flex a little bit in the middle of the arena.
Mm.
Look how the light bounces off my scales. It's pretty cool.
That's very pretty, Kogon. Very pretty. Put your shirt on, please.
I can't do it.
Women and children.
I have to put my gambus on and platometer back on.
You make your way out of the arena, and as the Goliath brother is dragging his other brother, you kind of overhear. He's like, "Brother, one day we will be great like that." And
I believe in you.
You put yourselves back together. You're led upstairs to back to where Harabar is seated. He looks, very excited when you arrive, and Harabar is so happy. You are both amazing in the battlefield. It was the arena that everyone was watching.
Did you bet on us?
Of course I did. I bet on you to win.
Of course. Very good. Good choice.
So just as you're getting seated, someone comes over carrying a little tray with a little pouch of money on it, and they drop it down in front of Harabar, and you can see he's kind of just shushing the guy away, and see, you win good money for Harabar. That is excellent.
Very good.
Well, you have won, my friends, and Harabar thinks that we should most certainly go on an adventure to find Tressa's hideout. You are agreeable to the terms. We will share equal shares in whatever we find there.
Yes. However, there is one caveat, perhaps. There is one item there that in particular we are hoping for. So if that could be a part of our share, if you don't mind. It is a belt, particular belt.
You are after Tressa's belt. It would be a very good find.
Yes.
I in turn ask one thing of the two of you then.
Okay.
Tressa had a set of short swords. I would like to own those to remember her.
Sure, of course, yes.
No problem here. I've got no use for short swords.
Now, it is... Come in closer. It is very important to understand Tressa was a very rich woman. I have chosen not to look for her up till now as tribute to her, shall we say, but I did not want to bother her in her retirement, but I do not believe that Tressa is of this world anymore, so it is time for me to go and collect a treasure she needs no more. Do we understand each other?
You will honor her with one last treasure hunt.
Absolutely.
Understood.
Now, a few details of the business. Harabar knows that the Tin Man and the Dragon arrived in Hollow Harbour on a flying ship.
Yes.
Harabar has friends who tell him things. This ship has left. If it was to come back and we were to use it to search the area that I believe Tressa's hideout is in, it would make things much quicker. Could this be arranged then?
Yes, of course. If
Absolutely. Time
And
is
also-
yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
cool. Please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, if the treasure is vast, like you say, then we will probably need the airship in order for you to move its bulk around.
Indeed.
Whatever.
Indeed. And it is a fairly large area that we will need to search. I know the general area. You see, Tressa spoke of an area in the Star Run Peaks. An area where there was a falls. They call it the King's Cloak. And I know the area, but I don't know exactly where it is. So Harabar thinks that if we have the flying ship, we cover much more ground in a shorter period of time. We do not have to trounce around the valleys looking for it. It will be much quicker.
Yes, sounds good to me. We are expecting it back in a couple of days, so we will have to wait until then, I suppose.
That is perfect for Harabar. I have some business I need to attend to, and in a couple of days, when I see the sky ship arrive, I will meet you on the docks, and we will go find Tressa's treasure.
Can Douglan, like, surmise what he is?
What?
Like class-wise or something? Like
Class, like, do I see, you mentioned short swords, what do I see on him that would give any indication of the type of adventure he might be?
He is not currently packing Douglan right now. He looks, I mean, the way he's dressed right now, you would label him more merchant than adventurer, but
Okay.
he has a build under those merchant clothes that is clearly someone who, you know, could handle an adventure.
he's a bit older now, though, right?
He is, yeah, considerably.
Tressa's-
He, you know, strictly from a meta standpoint, it was decades ago that he spent time with Tressa.
Okay. Yeah, there'll be time then, because Douglan's always thinking tactics and, you know, assets and stuff like that. So they'll have that conversation about what Harabar can bring to the party, if you will. But now's not the time. So he just wanted to measure.
Excellent. So you spend a little more time with Harabar. He excuses himself as he has some gambling to attend to for the night, as they're getting into sort of the big fights of the night in the arena. You guys hang out for a bit, then you leave. You make it back to the inn, and then is there anything else in Hollow Harbour that either of you need to attend to? If not, I'll just kind of montage us to the arrival of the sky ship.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it downtime, maybe if we do some training together or stuff like that. But
Yep,
nothing that needs to
absolutely.
be
I mean, you essentially have a day and a half until the Stargazer arrives back. You spend, you no longer looking for Tressa now. You guys just spend more time as you had the day before, sparring and
Sightseeing.
Sightseeing,
Could,
sure, absolutely.
Could I have a little bit of an RP with my friend Kogan here?
Absolutely.
We have a little bit of downtime.
And you said there's hot springs here too, right?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna definitely
Hollow
do
Harbour
hot
is
springs.
built right
Yeah.
on
yes.
an active hot springs area.
Yes, 2 big boys down to their skivvies in a hot tub, for sure.
Ew, it just got weird.
And while Douglan's just sitting back, he's
Well, it's
just,
like a pool.
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
They're
you're way
big
over
pools
there.
that they have
Yeah.
all over town.
No, Douglan's just going to be like, what do you make of them leaving?
Well, the nature of it disheartens me to have to go separate ways, but at least they are still a part of the solution, right? Like, we are forced to leave ways, but they are doing what they need to on their end to further our cause, I guess you would call it. Whereas, I know you are upset about Lafferty, but he always seemed to me a bit selfish and self-involved, and even his disappearance and his note was for his own reasons, which is fine, but it just that was not sad to me, just disappointing. But this feels more, it does feel hurtful. I've grown close in these last couple of weeks with both of them, especially Nightingale, I think. But we will see them again someday.
Yeah. No, I'm sure of it as well, and I understand when you're called, you have to answer, and he's part of what little I knew of his order there. It seemed like they had a tight leash on all of their people, if you will, and whatnot. But well, that kind of leaves you and I, and I think we may need to keep an eye out on how we approach dangers, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And, rely on, let's call it distance. You and I are pretty much close range fighters, so perhaps you and I should learn to stay close if we can. I know battles can go sideways, but I think if you stay close, I'm able to do some things to keep you on your feet, and well, you get really big, it means I'm less of a target, so I won't say no to that.
Sure. Yes, we will manage just fine, I think.
We have to.
I will always trust you by my side, and you can trust me as well to be your shield arm. So,
of course, never a doubt. But yeah, we have to succeed. Fate of the world, lad.
yes. And I'm sure we can always call upon them somehow for information if we need it, right?
Indeed.
We are doing the grunt work, so to speak, but they are able now better perhaps to put their strongest talents to use. Landis's smarts and Nightingale's ways of gathering information. So, I do not know.
We may have to be a little bit more direct than we're used to.
Perhaps, yes.
Maybe for the better. But yeah, I just needed to take a minute. It's it used to be a lot worse when I had folks leave me. My past, but I'm getting better.
But even they returned.
Indeed.
So,
My faith is strong.
yes, take heart. I think it will be okay.
Are those bubbles? Or did you just relieve yourself there?
No, it is a hot spring, so the water comes from underground. It is always churning.
Ah,
No.
okay.
Yes.
I'm glad you're over there.
If a dragonborn could blush.
If there was a way.
What do you make of this Harabar? Seemed a little too eager to go
I
search.
think he is in love with treasure, and there are probably dangers more so ahead that he is unable to approach himself. And so my thinking is that as much as he was friends with this Tressa, he is also glad to have two capable people to help guide him past dangers. You understand? So
Fair enough. But listen, if the dooms have taught us nothing, let's keep our eyes open.
of course, yes, you will be prepared.
Oh, and then he leans back and puts a towel over his eyes. And just
If you think this is nice, you should try the hot springs of my village.
oh, I'm holding you to that, Kogon.
Even though, now that I think about it, they might be too hot for non-dragonborn people. We have a certain, because of our fiery natures, certain resistance to heat.
Mm-hmm.
So we will maybe go slow when you visit my village someday.
I'll dip my toe in, nothing more.
Exactly.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for listening. Needed to get that out.
Of course.
Thank you, Colin.
Scene.
Oh, come on. We had to do something.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was good.
we're not machines.
D&D, we're allowed to we can do whatever we want.
So you spend the rest of the day enjoying Hollow Harbour. You don't return to the arena feeling you've had your fill of the arena.
Not really our style.
On the next day, which is the 30th, late morning, the Stargazer arrives back in Hollow Harbour. You make your way to the docks, where you find Harabar is already there waiting. He looks much more adventure-esque now, having changed into some traveler's clothes. He's carrying a little, bag of stuff, and it appears that his instrument of choice is a great axe. Not unusual for one with orc blood in his veins.
Nice axe, Harabar.
Oh, thank you. Harabar really does like this one axe. It's very well balanced.
It is a fine thing to have a weapon you can depend on.
Yes, indeed. Now, the three of us, we go on a great adventure, and we find Tressa's treasure, and we tell stories of it.
Yes, sure. Have you ever been on an airship before?
I have not. I am
Okay, so-
looking forward to this beginning of our adventure.
If you start to feel a bit queasy, perhaps, do not be embarrassed. It is quite natural for your first time to feel ill at ease on an airship. And also keep in mind, the crew are very adept, and it is wise to just stay out of their way as they make their way about the ship.
Harabar understands, and one would have to think that a sky ship is more stable than an ocean-going vessel. I've spent many days at sea.
There is this thing I learned about called turbulence,
Oh.
and so it is surprising how much an airship can actually move rapidly without warning. So just be mindful. That's all.
I
Also,
will be careful of this turbulence.
And Harabar, no disrespect whatsoever, but we're up there, way up there. So being on the sea might have some waves and up and downs, but have you ever been 1,000 feet in the air? Nothing but.
Harabar has never.
You're in for a treat. Come on, let's go. Slaps him on the back. Let's do
The crew paddles in on their little boat they have after they settle down into the harbor. And you make your way out to the Stargates, where the captain is very happy to see you and interested to know what the plan is.
All right.
First of all, did Landis and Nightingale arrive okay?
Oh, yes,
I'm
yes.
curious.
We got them there in a very timely fashion. The two were off the ship, and we were back as quickly as we could. Much to do, as I understand.
You're always prompt. We appreciate that. This here is Harabar, and he has some ideas of where we might find some important items for what we're trying to do here. So, Harabar, why don't you tell him the general area where you think we should head?
It is good. Harabar is happy to meet you, Captain. If maybe you will have a map of the area, it will help. So the Harabar and the captain look over some maps of the area. He gets the captain kind of tuned in as to where the King's Cloak Falls is and the best route to get there. You're going to sail down towards a place called Wave Meet. It's on that map, kind of towards the southwest.
I'm just picturing waves of meat.
Not that meat.
This fleshy hellscape of torture and
Just flappy.
This place
meat
is
like
never
this.
what people expect.
Oh, good. So MEAT, right?
MEET. Wave meat.
Oh, Lord.
So it's on your map there for the divide, kind of towards the southwest along the coast, and you're gonna go in through the valley from Wave Meet right into the Star Run Peaks.
Oh, so further, kind of like
Further southwest.
southwest of where I thought we'd be going. Cool.
Yep.
Right on.
The Stargazer pretends to sail out of the harbor, and then after getting out of the harbor, immediately takes to the air. Harabar is absolutely loving this. This is just an amazing start to a great adventure. And you, obviously with the Stargazer's speed, it only takes you about an hour and a half to start entering into the valley. Something that would have easily taken you a day or so to do, thanks to the Stargazer's speed. As you arrive you pass over at a fair height. You pass over Wave Meet and turn sort of west, traveling into the valley. Soon after getting into the valley, you are met with some foul weather, rain, thunder. The clouds are a bit low, which thankfully is not ruining your line of sight too bad as you travel down through the valley. All of the gnomes that are available, all the duty crews, they're all on the outside edges, watching the valley, the forest, everything around on either side. looking for any signs of what would be a fortress, or as Harabar keeps referring to it, as her hideout. He doesn't use the terminology of a fortress. And you're probably a couple of hours slowly sailing up the valley. You can hear the King's Cloak Falls getting closer in the distance. And shortly after sort of getting into that area, one of the gnomes starts yelling and pointing sort of up on the hillside, very well hidden in the trees and such, and it kind of blends in quite well with the rocks and such, so it wouldn't be very easy to see from someone walking up the valley. Basically, because of the height that you are traveling, you're able to see it hidden in the trees there. And Harabar, yes, that would be where Tressa would put it. It has a beautiful view of the falls.
So it's like a cave mouth type of thing, or
nope? It's an actual little a stone building, 2-story stone building tucked back into the trees. That from the valley looking up, you would never see it, but because of your height looking down, you're able to see it in just through the trees a little bit. Yeah.
Wow,
So
it is very picturesque.
The captain, now we're not going to be able to get over there, but looks like a decent spot over here. Shouldn't be much more than for an hour or so to make your way up there, and we'll wait here. Hopefully this weather doesn't make it too uncomfortable for everyone, but we'll keep it here. We'll stay just far enough off the ground to stay out of harm's way, and we'll wait for any signal from you. If I gotta get up there, I'll get the ship up there.
Yes, I mean, we could always climb a rope ladder if necessary.
Indeed. My preference would not be to get up there if we can avoid getting so close to the hill.
Turbulence might throw you into the mountain. Yes.
Absolutely. Harabar, this turbulence is beginning to scare me just a little bit.
You should learn to fly the airship. You will learn a lot about turbulence.
Damn turbulence.
All right. So we will have a hike.
yes,
Hike up the side of this steep valley mountain.
Yes. You make your way up from basically the valley bottom, climbing. There's no trails, nothing. You're basically, you're bushwhacking your way up there. As you get close to where you believe the building was, you actually find what looks like an old trail, so something that has not been used in a significant period of time. That makes the end sort of part of your climb up to this building a little easier. And you arrive on what's sort of just a little flat spot that's on the hillside. And it continues on up into the mountains in the back. From there, through the trees, there's a great view of the falls. Exactly how Tressa had described it to Harabar during many of their trips. And I am going to throw up a map here, gentlemen.
Douglan would like to cast aid at this time.
At this time?
Mm-hmm. To all three, but I don't see our friend. But so basically, he's just gonna say, "Kugel and Harabar, a moment, please. Come on over here." And he just sort of puts his hands on both of them and just sort of closes his eyes for a moment, and there's just a soft little glow that sort of warms your insides a little bit.
My cockles.
Your cockles are warm. Yes. Not quite the spa warmth that we just had, but not bad. But yeah, I'll wait for him to pop on. Can I take away my 34 hit points of damage?
Yeah, you guys, and you can get rid of those
Pressure
clubs.
abilities.
You can
I got rid
take
of
your hit points back.
Put your armor back on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like Hogan would be right at home climbing up this.
Oh yeah,
downside,
I mean,
'cause
this
it's
is
like-
exactly the kind of terrain that you
used to patrol this sort of stuff back in the day and things like that.
In fact, Douglan will ask. Just remind you of home a little bit.
Yes, very much. It is a little less snowy here. I think maybe we are not quite the same climate. It's raining upon us now. But, and not that there is snow all the time in my village, but it is higher elevation in my village, I think. And lots of hot springs, of course. But yes, this feels very comforting. A little taste of home, perhaps.
Is Lilion where you used to be? Is that
No.
back home? No.
Nope. I am from... If I bring out the map...
Well, it's all right. I will say though, you'll have to take me there someday.
Yes, I think our paths will bring us there at some point. The way things are going, I feel... It is a feeling, but there are important things afoot, and... remember about a week ago when Hanu Ziak contacted me? And I think that there will be something more to come that will draw me back, but you will be welcome. We do not normally bring visitors up into the village. It is for our village's safety that we keep it mostly secret, but you will be most welcome accompanying me.
Forward to it.
Okay, gentlemen, I am going to hopefully successfully share a map with you.
Oh, yep.
Oh, Nayasa.
Cool.
Get this sorted out for and JD is with us tonight.
JD!
Probably got back from watching Dune Part 2.
How was it? Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Let me target everybody.
So this is a 2-story stone building, and you can see a couple of windows from your vantage point. They are closed up tightly. Directly in front of you are a set of wooden double doors. That's iron reinforced wooden double doors. And yeah, this is really just kind of, the falls would be sort of the bottom of the map. So going south of where that you guys have kind of come up the hill from the south here.
Like from a balcony here, you would see them kind of thing.
Correct. You can see them through the trees right from where you are right now. The trees, as it kind of goes down the hill, you can look through the trees. And the falls is on the other side of the valley.
Are these like falls that like fall from like some basin high up in the mountains and it drops like 300 feet or something
It
crazy?
is.
Like
It's a long drop falls that's from way up in the mountains on the other side, and it just falls a long ways to the ground.
Beautiful.
On the other side. It's called the King's Cloak because the water falls so far that it sprays out into what people say looks like a king wearing a cloak.
That's rad.
The trailer and all that. Oh, that's beautiful. So let me ask you, like, as we're walking up, A, is there noise, regular wilderness noise? Do we hear birds? Do we hear, natural sort of sounds? He's not very much on the way of looking at tracks, but he is going to look down to see if he can check any type of footprints or animal prints. Would that be a possibility?
You on your way up the hill, you saw some signs of the sheep that you kind of wander through these valleys here, the mountain sheep. The forest itself just seems to be what you would expect. What you would expect the forest to be anywhere. You can hear birds in the trees, and everything.
Obviously, this is weathered over. Seems unused in a long time. Kind of.
Yes, everything has the appearance, like the trail that you're now on doesn't show any signs of travel in quite some time. It's quite grown over and definitely has not been used in a considerable amount of time.
I will ask. Oh, sorry.
I think we're going to ask the same thing. Harbor, when's the last time you saw Tressa?
Harabar has not seen Tressa in goodness, it's probably 15 or more years now. It has been some time. Tressa always said that when she got tired of adventuring, she would come to this place to enjoy the last of her days. And she talked about the area and made mention once about the falls. And this is how Harabar kind of had an idea of where this might be.
Very clever. Do you know, was she one for... do you think we should expect traps? Or anything like that? Is this...
Tressa was very cunning, and she was willing to spend money to get the best of things. She enjoyed her money for both the sake of money and for the sake of the things that it could bring her. And I would say that we should be prepared for anything.
So, I have to ask you, Harabar, your old adventuring skill set, would that include maybe picking locks or disarming traps or anything like that?
Unfortunately, Harabar does not. Harabar uses his shoulder, and you hit things, and hopefully they open.
We understand that well.
Yes, we're very familiar with hit things and hope it works.
Well, maybe we should be careful, Douglan. Maybe the obvious front entrance is not so wise. Maybe we should take a walk around the perimeter first and maybe see if we could look for secret entrances maybe, or just something that seems less obvious, a back entryway that might be less guarded, potentially.
Sounds good. Let's get to it.
Yeah, we'd like to just kind of take a walk around and
perimeter there might be type of thing. Yeah.
Scan, even if it is just like a back door. Even if it's not secret, it might be less hazardous than a big double door front entrance. Who knows?
Yeah. Do we see any dead people with like arrows and darts in their foreheads?
I mean, I have a grappling hook. We could always... I think I do anyways.
I've got pitons and grappling hooks and ropes.
Yeah, because we could always try... if we feel like a doorway is trapped or something, going up a wall and through a window maybe. But I don't know. Just... we'll get there when we get there, I suppose. Do you want us to actually move around this building, Colin?
You can go ahead, move on around there, see what you can see. You should be able to just drag your token.
Which way do you want to go?
You want to start to the right or to the left?
Just kind of go up and around.
Let's do that. Up and around.
Fog of War me. Oh yeah, so cool. Uh-oh. A statue. I shouldn't be able to see that statue. It's okay.
You can't see nothing.
All right. So I'd like to just, as we're walking by this wall, just kind of like running my hands, maybe feeling for like, I don't know, little breezes or something like that. Anything that would indicate maybe like a secret entrance or like, you know.
You don't. The walls seem very well built. The whole building itself looks like it was very well built.
Fair enough.
Every once in a while, just sort of as a natural, you know, because Douglan's kind of looking around. He's going to clock Harabar just every once in a while. Does he look nervous? Does he look like a normal adventurer would? Comfortable, confident?
Yeah, he seems right at ease with what you guys are doing right now.
And how high is this wall?
It's a 2-story building, then with a wooden peaked roof on it.
Okay. Cool.
Do we see anything on the second floor, like windows or anything?
There is similar windows to what you see on the ground floor, and they are
still have their
equally
glass
sealed up tight. Like they're just
shuttered.
They're like shuttered, just wooden shutters that are closed. It's not like a glass window that you can look through.
Ooh, is this a back door or is that up higher? Is that a window?
The little popped out part here, it's all just wall. All just wall there.
Oh no, like on the map where I am right now.
That's
right
a window.
there.
Yep, that's a window.
Oh, it's a window.
Right
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is
Second story.
again. It's closed up,
Shuttered.
shuttered.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is looking like the front is probably our only means of entry.
Mm.
Go around there.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about that.
Can't walk through walls, Douglan.
He keeps thinking he can, but
Someday. Try hard enough.
all right. Back at the beginning.
Back to the beginning.
All right. So before you,
Begin.
we've got the wooden double doors. You know, there's a fair amount of iron reinforcing on these, so they're not going to give way easy.
Maybe it's unlocked.
The long-standing adventure. Did anyone actually check to see if it's
Yeah.
Oh,
unlocked?
nobody ever checked, man.
Oh, wait, it's a pull door.
God damn it.
Is it a pull door or a push door? From our side.
They appear to be swinging
hinges.
into the building.
Right, we're pushing.
There's no visible keyhole, so it is apparently locked from the inside.
No
somehow.
visible keyhole. So remember how we said that because we're not using giant stuff, we're using dragon and stuff, and so there's no giant language for me to learn. So we said I would have like kind of like an easier time recognizing rune script and things like that, even if it wasn't draconic. Could I do a gaze over this, maybe like try to clear some of the dust off or anything like that, see if there's anything that resembles sort of like arcane runes or any form of something like that maybe would be have been used to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. Investigation. Yeah.
Oh, -1.
Yep. Not the smartest.
Kogon, you look the door over. So the door is quite weathered, but does not show any signs of any types of glyphs,
Okay.
ruins, anything like that that you're able to see.
All right. Douglan, any last thoughts before we try to open this door?
I think we may just want to help ourselves and go in.
May I do the honors?
Please, I insist.
I'll put my mighty clawed paws upon this door and just give a big heave and try to throw it open, I guess.
I do have a crowbar if there's any type of machine and that gives any type of help.
Oh, some leverage to help to get in there while I push on it? Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Would that be...
Yeah, you can give him some
Give the help action?
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Athletics? Or what am I doing? What's happening?
We'll need
Strength?
a... Get to my right spot here. Okay, we will need a strength athletics check to break her open.
With advantage. This is my strongest skill set.
Oh, nice.
All right. So Kogon, you kind of get muscle right in there, get those claws into the ground.
Yeah.
The door fights back hard. But what you finally hear is the wooden bar that has been placed across there snaps and the doors open a little bit.
Ooh.
So that you're kind of pushing, they just go crack, and the doors kind of just hinge in a little bit.
Oh,
They haven't quite opened all the way. You didn't.
Okay.
You had enough control not to fly into the.
We can kind of like work it and kind of push it open and stuff like that. Sweet.
Can I look in, like, just, is it lit? Any light source whatsoever?
Before we pop it open?
So the little bit that it opens, the room is quite brightly lit on the inside. And what kind of strikes you as strange is you feel a little bit of warm air coming from inside.
Harabar?
Kogon, someone might be home.
Yes, Harabar, there may be some... Was Tressa a human, or maybe she was like a half-elf or an elf or a dwarf, long-living?
No, Harabar knows for sure she was a human.
Did she have any lovers, any friends that...
Oh. Tressa and men, terrible combination. Terrible.
I see. Well, we may have company, so be on the lookout. And we've rather rudely just broke into someone's home.
Maybe we should just say hello.
The door is broken. Maybe we just take it all the way at this point.
I will say something. Hello? We don't mean to be rude. We really did think this place abandoned, so sorry for breaking your lock. I'm just going to open the door. We have a friend of Tressa here, so it's not, bad. And I'll just start pushing open the door, kind of splintering the last bit of, wood binding that's going on there.
All right. I am going to open the door, and then we'll take a quick break, a little biological break.
A ballista launches itself at us as we open.
All
You take
right.
3d12 damage.
The door opens,
Bum, bum, bum.
and you see into some sort of receiving area. And we will take a break.
Nice.
Alrighty.
All right, we will be back after this break. Okay, we are back. So you have just opened the doors after Kogon cracked through the wooden bar holding the big double doors shut. You are looking into some sort of receiving area here. The lamps on the wall are lit. This area is quite brightly lit. You can see a couple of chairs, a desk. At the far end of the room, there is a banner hanging from a hanger. It shows it shows two swords crossed with a small pile of cones in front of it. And Harabar looks at that and goes, "Oh my goodness, that is Tressa's, her adventuring emblem. I was under that emblem once. It was a great time."
The sword and the cones?
It is coins.
Oh, coins.
Coins.
Sorry. Like you said, I thought it was cones.
I heard cones.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, we guide
Interesting choice.
traffic how we want. That's okay.
Everyone's free to make their own emblem.
Yes.
Yeah, it got a little Madonna there for a second.
Yeah.
Cross swords with the cones.
Oh, I was thinking like pine cones, but whatever.
Yeah.
Collins is better. I like that. Let's shall we?
We need to be cautious. Teresa was very crafty.
All right. You have an eye for traps at all, Harabar?
I do, but unfortunately I am standing in them when I see them.
Ah. Okay, well, Douglan, maybe you stay relatively close, and I would take advantage of your holy presence and take a step inside
Yes.
the threshold.
Yeah.
I'll take-
Sorry, we're gonna stay within 10.
Yeah, I know how your holy aura affects people, right?
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. You're
just gonna go like
absolutely
this.
right. We're going.
Step across the threshold, staying aware that something might spring. If should I enter?
All right, Kogon, you see the room. From the room that you're in, there is an opening that travels north into the building into another room, and again, you can see a desk. There appears to be some sort of lockbox sitting on the floor by the desk. A couple of chairs. Just really seems like, somewhere, a type of receiving area where people would have sat and wait to be seen, sort of thing.
Is that a chest in the corner?
Yeah, it's a lockbox on
lockbox.
it's a small iron reinforced wooden lockbox.
Perhaps we could come back to that. Kogon. Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe. I am not too concerned about it. If Harabar wants it, he can take it as his treasure, perhaps. I don't know.
Shall we continue to the north then?
Yes, it does move forward. And I guess I'll go up here. Around that doorway.
All right, Kogon, as you...
Oh, sorry, I was gonna ask. We're walking through here. The lamps are lit.
Yes.
And it said it's warm, like there's some atmosphere, like warm atmosphere and stuff. Is there like piles of dust or anything? Like, you know what I mean? Like you would expect for like a place
So
that's
the receiving area that you walked into, everything looks positioned like any regular day. So nothing looks ramsacked, but everything's in decently good condition, but covered in dust,
okay.
as if it has not been touched or moved in a very long time.
Harabar was Tressa a magic user of any sort?
No, she used magic items, but she could not cast spells.
Okay. Just because these lamps are all lit. You see, this is
It would appear to me to be some sort of magic, but Tressa could have paid for all of this.
oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right, gents, as you come around the corner, you see into what looks like some sort of sitting area. There is a couple of lamps, have the room lit up quite well. The fireplace is still going. That would seem to be the source of the heat that you are feeling. As the two of you turn the corner, there are two statues up against the walls. Both of the statues turn and look at you and draw swords and attack.
Damn, just straight up.
What, like, come on, man.
Straight up.
I mean, is this the type of neighborhood?
Yeah, it is.
We're just here to visit.
Yes. Time out. Time out.
We just came to visit.
Initiatado?
Alright, we got a couple of statues here.
We get to re-roll initiatives because we still have our fight initiative.
And we're gonna roll some initiatives.
We don't have to clear the old ones, right? We just re-roll.
Just re-roll. Yep.
Not bad.
Alright, we will go to the top of the order with statue number 9.
How big are these statues?
They're sitting about 7 feet.
Okay.
They're quite large. They're holding a long sword and a shield.
Of stone?
They are made of stone.
Okay. Like the sword, the weapons are stone as well?
Everything is stone.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Alright, I just need to... Right, so that guy... So they're just, like, they're very, very stiff in their movements. And this one comes clomping around the chairs. The statue seems to be making a vested effort not to mess up the room.
Oh, interesting.
Like, you see it actually try and skirt the furniture so it doesn't mess up the furniture.
Attack the couch! Attack the couch!
They're also mates.
Butlers.
All right. So statue number 9 makes its way around, shield and sword drawn, ready for combat. Douglan.
Yeah. So I'm going to scooch around here. Right there. Pop right here. Take a crack. Not quite sure what we're fighting, Kogon, but
Does it look like they fit up the stairs?
They could, yes.
Okay.
they don't seem too happy to see us.
I mean, you're pretty tall, aren't you, Kogon?
Yeah, I'm probably about as tall as these statues.
Yeah, so you're about the same height and build as these statues.
Okay.
You miss.
Oh.
So, Douglan, you actually connect a bit with both of those blows, and they're glancing off of the statues.
Doesn't do anything.
You have your
All right.
bonus attack.
Yeah, he's gonna try to the butt end with more bludgeoning type of attack. Let's see what comes up. Nothing.
Damn.
Oh. Well, I think we're in for a little bit of a go here, Kogo.
Okay.
All right, that's
Yep.
it for you, Douglan.
That was my beautiful turn. Glorious. It's like ting, ting, ting. Nothing.
Bouncing off the. I'm gonna end the rainy days since we're now inside.
Let's see here. I think I would like to try get into position here and use one of my metallic breath variants to knock both these guys prone.
Okay.
Attempt to. I don't know how you want to rule this. Do you think it would also potentially, because it's like a forceful blast, like blow like some of the furniture around and stuff like that too?
Quite possibly, yes.
All right, we'll give it a shot. So I use one of my attacks to breathe my metallic breath weapon. All right, so let's see here. Target you and you and save. They both save. Awesome. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna take a swing at the one guy. Your targets. Statue number 4. I will. Oh, I guess I could use. Oh man, I'm already over here. I guess I can still, if I don't have room, if I get large here, will I just push Douglan away?
The how you get quite tall though, don't you?
Oh yeah, what's the ceiling height here?
Just kind of regular sort of.
Okay. It's that it in the feature it does say if there's not enough room to expand, then I just stay normal
you just
size.
stay your normal size, but you get
I get the strength benefits and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it's like about an 8-foot ceiling. 8-foot ceilings in here.
I'll use Dragon Might.
Your neck muscles just get like triple the size. You just get, and you can't put your arms down. So you don't get any taller. You're just like,
all
the gym
all the
bros.
muscles grow big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Just kind of swole for a second there. I get a good pump on.
Ask him where the gym is. Ask him where the gym is.
All right. Attacking. My flail. Boom, boom, boom. Dang. All right. That's my turn.
All right. Mr. Harabar enters the room.
Harabar, be very careful. These statues, very strong.
And he engages with statue 9. All right, Harabar, let's do this. He misses. Again, his weapon just kind of glances off the statue. not what he was hoping for. Statue 4 has a multi-attack. And its first attack against Kogon. It misses. Second attack against Kogon.
I'm feeling we have roughly the same AC.
I'm going to take my reaction on this one.
Okay.
If he attacks, it's a 5-footer. If he attacks someone besides me, I get a
Sentinel.
A reaction attack. Yeah. May I?
You may.
Come on, lucky sevens. Jeez, same. Darn it.
The roll higher than that.
Yep.
We're all hitting, but no damage.
Yeah, pretty much,
everything is just glancing off these stone statues.
Harabar, are we still in the arena?
This is way
I think this one is for real. All right, he missed his second attack against Kogon. Takes us back to the top of the order. Statue 9 attacks Harabar.
Harabar, no.
First attack.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
This one is going to hurt.
Kogon's like, should I waste it on this guy? Should I?
All right.
More treasure for us.
He's fine right now. This is his first hit.
Oh, yeah. He's
Oh,
fine.
it took a little bit. All right.
All right, second attack against Harabar. Also hits.
That's so cool, dude.
Oh, that's pretty low damage. That sucks. You can do better, statue. All right, Douglan, what do you got?
Let's try this again.
So Harabar seems to be holding himself. He did take a good whack from the, but defended most of it off with his great axe.
Yeah, Douglan's gonna move right here so he can take his pick between a 5-footer.
Just all things to all people.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know what? And he's gonna help out Harabar. Kogon, you think you can handle this one in the corner?
I would try.
I think our new friend might need a little help. All right, let's see. Actually, hit.
Nice.
Maybe? Yeah.
Hit.
Nice.
You know, because I don't know how many of these I'll be getting, I'm gonna do a little
Smite.
extra,
Little smite.
a little schmitey schmite.
Oh, nicely done. Nicely done.
Partially resisted. Second attack. Any effect?
It's stone.
So just let a little chip off the old block, if you will.
Well, the radiance probably will hit.
Oh,
Yes.
Well done.
And then the button. Wow, 317.
Nicely done, Douglan.
Wow.
Now you're cooking with oil.
There we go.
Oh, Max is out. No, sorry, that was a 2. I saw a 5.
All right.
All right, is that it for you then, Douglan?
That's it.
Nicely done. Kogon, what do you have for us?
All right. Well, got you 4. I will try to go toe to toe with that fool, and take a mighty flail swing at it. Come on, baby. Ugh.
Oh no.
No additional condition.
You didn't hit
Number
yourself in the nuts.
2. Come on. I suppose I should action surge here and try again. God.
Ugh.
Last attack.
There you go.
Huzzah!
There's a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use Dragon's Might damage, and I'm gonna also invoke the Heim rune, the fire rune. The
Nice.
shackles wrap around it. So we'll do that. And then damage.
Should be beefy. Nice.
And then it makes a save against being restrained by the shackles. Yes! Okay, so that target is restrained and will take more magical fire damage at the top of its turn.
Nice.
Sweet!
So does that damage occur at his turn or yours?
It should occur at the top of its turn.
Okay.
So I have it effect is on, so it should automatically roll it when it comes to its turn.
Okay, perfect. Is that it, Kogon?
That's it. I will stay where I am.
Okay. Harabar is... Harabar digs deep. Starts his little tusks that come out. He starts snarling, starting to look a little more orc-like as he's getting aggravated by the situation.
Embrace the ragey side.
And he takes another swing at the statue. And misses.
Nice.
All right, statue 4.
At the end of its turn, I think it gets to resist the shackles.
Nice. So it did it right off the top. All right. It is
restrained, so it can't move. And its attacks have disadvantage.
Right. First attack. Is it going to do the disadvantage automatically? Did we figure this out before?
It should. The restrained condition is on it. So
okay, perfect.
Oh yeah, there
All
you
right.
go. Yeah.
First attack against Kogon. It misses. Yeah, it's trying to take these very muted swings with its sword as it's all tied up in these fire shackles. Second attack against Kogon.
I'm picturing these shackles like they're so hot, and then the stonework is like glowing, starting to glow. It's like,
yeah, nothing. He's got
So-
nothing for you, Kogon.
Nice.
Cannot effectively swing that long sword at you.
see if it saves.
Succeeds.
Seeds. Shackles gone. Okay, I'll remove the
It
condition.
still worked pretty nicely though.
Yeah, still got a round out of it.
Yeah.
Not bad. Here.
All right, statue 9 continues its assault on Harabar. First attack.
After his first attack, I'll take my reaction on this one.
Oh, it misses its first hit. Oh no, sorry, it hit. What am I looking at here?
Just had a weird sound effect. Kind of sounded like a miss.
All right.
Oof.
Can I take my reaction?
You may.
Thank you.
Oh, like skidded along 20 for so long.
I think that's 4 17s in a row.
Good.
That's
We'll
good.
take it.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I
Are
wish
you
I could
kidding
have
me?
4 17s in a
These
row.
guys are beefy, man. And they got damage.
You're taking half damage to all the non-magical attacks for sure.
Yep.
All right. His second attack against Harabar. It also hits.
Shoot, I'm out of my reaction. Otherwise, I could have taken with the on this one. And next round, buddy. You're gonna be all right.
Getting low.
Harabar is looking pretty rough.
Yes.
He is angry, he is fighting, he is bleeding.
Yes.
Douglan.
First, he's gonna tell Harabar to disengage and get out of the way. Right? Back off. But before he does that, he's trying to attack this guy several times.
You miss. Second attack is a hit.
Yeah, I think these guys are taking a lot, so I'm gonna burn them.
Smite away, Douglan.
Yep. It's got to be done.
Bad, not bad.
Attend.
More smites. Oh,
Darn it.
Is that it for you, Douglan?
Yeah, that's it.
Kogon.
all right. I'm very considering using this rod of healing at the moment on 4. But I guess
I told him to get out. So hopefully he listens.
oh yeah, disengages and goes.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. In Douglan's best military captain voice that bars hopefully like you gotta listen, like it's just this booming voice. Disengage.
Disengage. Okay, cool. Then I will swing away. He's swinging away at station number 4 here. And roll 13 or better. Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, dragon. Need lots of damage. Let's get that. All right, we're getting there. Oh,
It was almost a 17.
curses. No, I'm gonna save. He's having a hard time hitting me, so I'm gonna save my my new rune still. So I think that's it for my turn. I'll
All
stay
right.
where I is.
Harabar, heeding Douglan's bellow, disengages
Good call.
and runs around the corner to collect himself.
Have a potion or something. You probably have those, right? You're an experienced adventurer.
Oh yeah, he's got
Lots of
he's got
money.
some goods with him.
Okay.
Got some goods. With him.
Should have checked with that first.
All right. That takes us to statue 4, who continues his assault now freely upon Kogon. First attack. Hits.
I will take my reaction if I may.
Okay.
And I apologize if Polar Master's so annoying for you, Colin.
No,
It's
not
like
at all.
every round-
By now, if I'm not
Well, no,
used to
that's
it, I'm
just
never
Sentinel.
going to be used to it. It's Sentinel.
That part is just Sentinel, so yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
Buddy, it's up.
Good hit.
Good hit. All right, second attack against Kogon. Misses.
Cracks.
Nice shield up in the way of this. So, what you're noticing? They moved very clunky, but
Yeah.
they fight very agile.
Right. So they're like slow moving, but then they're like
Slow
very
moving, but they're very quick in battle.
Yeah. Just like rotating arm.
And that takes us back to the top of the order with Mr. Statue 9, as his mama
I've got-
calls him.
cracks forming on them now. You bludgeon them.
All right, he is going to take a step forward and fully engage Douglan. Douglan, first attack against you. Misses.
Oh yeah.
So swings by your head, comes back around for a second swipe. And misses a second time, Douglan.
I'm rubbing off
Great.
on them.
Douglan, what do you got for this guy?
All right. So part of his, I know he's not in the defensive mode, but part of his great weapon defense is that he can disengage as part of his movement. It's not an action. So he wants to kind of keep this guy from getting to,
Harabar?
a Harabar. So he's going to use half his movement. He just kind of uses his pole arm behind him and kind of pushes off the number 9.
Okay.
As Mama called him, to sort of free himself. So if the guy tries to, hit, he's hitting air, and then he's going to take his swipes at
Number 4?
Number 9. Yeah, he's
sorry,
pushed
number
off
9.
number 4.
Pushed off of 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice. Oh yeah, that misses. They have AC 20. There you go.
Second attack hits.
We have a 35% chance to hit. Yes, big damage.
Nicely done.
Butt end.
Oh, yes. Now it's happening.
2 damage.
Woo! These guys are tough, man.
Yep.
These guys are tough. All right. Yeah,
Is that it for you, Douglan?
Yeah, he's trying to block the path there and tells Harabar to feel better, take care of himself.
Okay.
Self-care.
Kogon.
All right. Well, I think it's time to try breathing fire on this guy. I will do that. Use one of my attacks to breathe fire. Save against this. Yes. Resist this. Okay, 6 damage. And then I'll take a swing with my other attack. Yes. Dragon's Might. Big money. Not bad.
Did Douglan notice that the fire it seemed to take didn't really resist it like it's doing the melee attacks?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
It still, I think it still partially resisted the breath weapon.
Oh, did it? Dang. Breath weapon?
Nope, doesn't look it did.
Oh, it did.
It
Yeah,
did
I'm
not.
not
So
gonna-
yes, it seemed to take some. The heat caused it to pop and crack a little bit, and
Got it.
yeah, it's definitely an effective attack.
Not a fan.
Is that it for you, Kogon?
That's it. That's my 2 attacks.
All right. Harabar chugs down a potion of healing, tossing the bottle aside and drawing back his axe, ready to get back in there next round, which he hopes never comes.
Yeah.
All right, statue 4 will continue his attacks against Kogon. First attack. That connects. Ooh, you deflect most of it away. Second attack. Also hits. similar to the first, you're able to deflect most of it away.
Not too shabby.
All right, Statue 9 engaging with Douglan. Douglan, it's starting these overhand swings, trying to just pound you down into the ground. First swing. Misses. Second swing. Connects. But again, you were able to deflect most of it away with your halberd. Douglan?
Let me reply.
Return to sender. First attack misses.
Good.
Second attack misses.
It's the first damage he took, so he's like,
Oh, yeah, he's all rattled.
Oh, he's completely rattled now. He's just flailing around like he's trying to kill a fly.
That was Douglan's glorious attack. Glorious, I tell you.
All right, Kogon. What do you have, Kogon?
All right, well, the positioning is bad. But I was hoping to try to get both with flame breath, but I don't think it's going to happen in that position. So I will
just torch Douglan. It's fine.
I'm good.
I will use another cast of my fiery breath upon statue 4. Yes.
Fails the save. Oh, nicely done.
Still not down. Holy smokes. Okay.
Kogon, statue number 4 is starting to show signs of cracking and breaking through its body.
All right. Start flailing, focusing my fire on those like broken cracks and things like that. Come on. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Now roll max damage. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Still up. Holy steak. Okay, that's my turn. These guys are sponges.
We're just like,
Douglan, can you enchant my weapon with magic or something?
All right. Harabar
it-
comes around the corner and basically comes around and just swings between the wall and Douglan to take
Nice.
a crack at this statue. Come on, Harabar. Oh, God.
Great.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Wrong strap.
In an embarrassing move, you cut loose part of your armor and receive -4 penalty until the armor is fixed.
Oh, good lord.
3 rounds.
Excellent. Way to
Get
go.
out of here, Harabar. You're useless.
Harabar, you're just getting in my way, lad. Just go. Go sit.
Too old
There's
for
a couple
fighting.
of
You're
chairs
even
in the
older than
front.
Douglan.
All right. Yeah.
Let's
So
see
as
the corner,
he's
lad.
drawing up his axe, he cuts the side of his breastplate, and it's hanging open now.
Jesus.
All right. Statue number 4. Another round of swings with its long sword. First attack. What the hell is that? All right. First attack. Misses. Second attack.
That was the second attack, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
I that first one, I don't know what that was.
This
no,
longsword.
it was okay. Sorry. Yeah, so that last hit, I missed that. I thought that first one didn't go. I'm like, it's not a dice roll, but
It went.
it went. It went. So I'm gonna take the second 2 of those rolls.
What?
Do it. Do it.
All right. Statue 9. Not distracted by Harabar. It is heavily focused on Douglan.
Sweet.
Its first attack against Douglan. Connects.
So part of his great weapon defense is like he kind of catches this long sword with his halberd, and he takes some damage. But the way he kind of spins it, he imposes disadvantage on this next attack as part of his great weapon defense feat. You impose disadvantage on attacker if hit.
Okay, there's your damage from the first swing, and disadvantage on this second attack. And he misses.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that helped.
All right, Douglan.
All right, let's see if we can connect this guy. Hey. Nope. Come on, baby. Come on. Where's my 17s? There, man.
Nice damage.
Comes up. And no. Oh. Yeah, that's it, man. This guy just doesn't want to go down, but we're okay. Gonna be okay. I don't know
Hold
about
on.
you, Omar.
What do you
Okay.
got?
I muster the last vestiges of fiery breath that I can. Because it seems to be doing the job, and I try to turn this thing into molten rock. Yes, not very dexterous.
And not so good at the saving throws.
Nice.
So Kogon, as you this was your breath weapon, right? As you blast your breath weapon, this thing just seems to shatter into pieces and crumple onto the floor.
I'll come here, step beside Douglan, and take a swing.
We don't do flanking, right?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, sorry, I attacked the wrong thing. I'm still targeting. I'm like, why did I get advantage?
What?
Oh yeah, because he's dead and lying on the ground.
Double tap it. Double tap it.
All right,
2 in the chest, 1 in the head. He's down.
Yep.
there we go. Douglan.
Man, this thing.
Yeah, very strong. That's my turn.
All right. Harabar, a little embarrassed by his last attempt, armor hanging open, but he takes another swing at this thing with his great axe. Oh,
Oh
God.
my god!
This guy.
Harabar, get out of here!
Dude.
Armor's falling off. So old.
Oh,
Harabar,
the poor
go sit
guy.
Inventory's way behind you.
How long has it been?
He just about takes Douglan's head off as he tries to swing that great axe
Sorry,
between
James.
the wall and Douglan.
Oh, God.
Singing Bruce Springsteen song. Glory days.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, Statue 9. Let's do this. Continuing his swings with his long sword against Douglan. First attack. It hits.
But yeah, same thing. He sort of catches it. It still takes a piece out of him, but he kind of hooks it in, so it makes it a little bit harder for him to kind of redraw and slash.
Second attack with disadvantage. Still hits. All right, Douglan, you took a couple of good pops there. What do you got in reply?
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting close to having to curse this damn thing. Come on, baby. Nothing.
Yes.
Yay! Oof. It was just enough.
Oh yeah, 2 hit points.
2 hit points.
Maybe 1.
Was that with the back end of your halberd?
No, that was
It's still a
the second
halberd.
attack.
Okay, you
Yeah.
strike this thing and it kind of cracks off mid-body and the top part falls back, landing on the ground.
Like wedges his halberd in and then just pops it in half. Harabar, you want to talk about it?
Harabar's armor it fell open, and then I could not swing very good. It was a terrible.
Here,
Good
everyone.
gosh, man.
Should I maybe make use of this rod of healing now?
Yeah, I can heal some up too. So
I can do mass cure wounds.
let's start there.
Okay, so I'll just roll 3d8 and add my wisdom, which is +1 to this roll, and everyone will get that many hit points back. I'll create effects for you later, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Call it
Okay.
Rod of Healing effects. Yep. Not bad.
Oh, nice.
So 12 hit points for everybody.
12 hit points back.
I guess minus from your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can do that.
Everybody's looking green again, which is nice.
Do you want us to do it ourselves?
If you
I
don't
do not
mind.
mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I don't. How much? 12?
Yep. Take
12 hit
your
points
damage.
off your wound.
Okay. And I can donate a little bit too to the cause. Why don't we do? I'll give 8 to Harbor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 hit points
I'll
back.
take- Yeah, 8 back to him. I'll take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll be there. Okay. And then, are you okay there?
Oh, I feel fine. Do not worry.
Okay. I'd like to keep a little in reserve,
Yes, of course.
All right. Well, you're just a bit rusty there, Harabar. It'll come back to you.
Yes, Harabar will do much better next time.
You only have up close and personal type of fighting.
Yes.
Nothing you could step back and
My
Shoot a
great
bow
axe
or-
and me, we take care of the situations.
Sure.
all right.
I admire your courage.
So, this room, the furniture's been disheveled a little. There are some books lying on the floor around the chairs. The fireplace is going. An examination of the lamps and the fireplace and that, you can tell that this is magical flames that are
Ever-burning
are
logs.
in these things. Yeah.
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 Cool. Very impressive.
Indeed.
Well-
Should just I don't know why. Should we maybe check the lockbox then first? Perhaps there's something in there to help us out. I don't know, or we can
Sure.
come back to it.
Could try to open it, I suppose. I mean, maybe it's not even locked. Maybe it's an unlocked box.
An unlocked lockbox.
An unlocked box. Another statue. No.
Douglan, you're making your way over to the desk and the lockbox.
Yeah, I'm gonna give an examination.
All right. The the desk has an ink quill and ink on it. There is a front drawer, a small drawer on the desk. The lockbox, not huge, but a decent size. It's got some iron reinforcing on a wooden lockbox.
Is it heavy, Douglan?
It isn't. It clearly has a bunch of coin in it. You know, it rattles around and.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna open it. I'll grab it the whole thing and just stash it.
Where are you going to stash it?
Door?
It's like this, right? Or
No. It's like.
Oh, okay. No, then I'll try to jimmy the lock. I'll try to open it up.
Okay. Give me a athletics check. Yeah, you're able to pop it open pretty easily. It has a bunch of silver and copper pieces in it. Not a large amount of coin, like 41 silver, 88 copper. You kind of get the opinion that she probably just paid the delivery people with this coin.
It's petty cash.
Yeah, petty cash.
Yeah.
Anything in the desk drawer, Douglan?
So, Douglan, you pull the drawer open. There is a bunch of pieces of paper inside it. But what immediately catches your eye is there is a very ornate dagger that's sitting on top of the papers. The dagger is very well made, and it has what appears to you is probably some sort of magical carvings in the blade and the handle.
Seeing as Kogon has all sorts of shit scribed all over him, he's going to call him over and see if he recognizes any of that carving or whatever he sees in that dagger there.
Are they runes of any type?
It looks more like some sort of magical script.
Is it celestial by chance?
No, it's not.
Hoping to break out the celestial language. My one opportunity. Well, listen, he's going to ask Harabar if he recognizes it.
Harabar does not. I never saw Tressa with such a dagger, although it looks very nice.
We should bring it. Maybe it's some type of key of some sort.
All right. Well, I will grab it.
All right. The rest
Dagger
of the
can.
papers inside of the drawer just seem to be bill of sales for. Looks like Tressa got goods brought up from Wave Meat with great regularity. Most of the bills of sale look pretty old. It's been a long time since anything was delivered here.
It's just an ornate letter opener.
Yeah, it's just
It might, like, it's a dagger of ever opening envelope.
You just tap an envelope and it rips open and stuff. Yeah.
All right, so I'm giving this. I'm giving this thing to who?
Douglan.
Well, yeah, I'll hold the dagger on the coin. Do you mind leaving it in the party thing? So
yeah, I can just throw that in there for now.
Because we promised him a third of the spoils, so we'll
got to bring up the party sheet here.
Well, then again, it would go right to him, wouldn't it? If you distribute it, right? It would be a third.
No, because he's not a player character.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep it there, and then we'll divvy it up at the end. Can Douglan see, like, the last date, just roughly, looking through the papers?
Yeah, they're not all dated, but you find a few dated from well over a decade ago.
He's gonna sort of let Harabar know that. Like when Harabar, when did you hear that she was, or rumors that she had passed?
Harabar has never heard anything about Tressa's passing. But if Harabar thinks about the time, Tressa's time should have come by now.
Okay. All right. Well, I believe there was a stairwell or something in the back there.
I'm just curious, just gazing quickly at these books and their titles and stuff. What kind of books do we have lying around here? Anything of note?
So lying on the floor around there, you find 6 books. All the books were written by the same author, Bamili Hartsky. And the books are titled Love of Tomorrow, Tales of the Heart, Secret Admirer, Heartfelt Rose, Lonely Eyes, and Stolen Letters.
Wow, romance novels.
Is there a shirtless man on the cover?
On every one of them, Fabio.
With long hair flowing in the back? Oh, boy.
The books are still in fairly good condition, so they would still have some value.
Kogon's gonna like inconspicuously tuck him away.
I don't really have an interest in these things, but if Nightingale is with us, he'd probably love these.
I think he would.
Harabar coming around and seeing Kogon sizing up the books. He says, "Oh, these are exactly the kind of books that Tressa would be reading. Did I mention not so good with love? Not so good."
Sorry to hear.
Well, this is a door right here.
There is a door, yes, that heads in a southerly direction, and the stairs go up.
What do you think, Douglan?
Perhaps up.
Just go up and see what's up there, and then we can examine this on the way back if necessary.
I mean, we made a big racket and nothing came out of there, so perhaps we go up and see what we got, and then we'll come back down.
Yes, sounds good. I think Dragon's might would have worn off by now. Okay.
So you're headed up the stairs.
Yes.
Okay, who arrives at the top of the stairs first?
Douglan, I would say, went first.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, allow me to... So Douglan, as you can see, it's kind of a circular staircase. It goes right around, and when you kind of turn back towards the south, and the railing starts to drop down. When you look off to your left, there is sort of a long hallway area. It looks like it would be sort of an equal size to the room that you just came out of down below. Down on the far right hand side, you can see a door. But what immediately catches your attention on the left side of the room is the green dragon.
The green dragon.
The green dragon.
Is this the one that, like, it's a
painting?
No, it's a green dragon.
Lying there?
It's curled up, sort of watching Douglan come up the stairs. Now, Douglan, you notice above you that a large hole has been torn in the wooden roof. And the dragon is sort of sitting there in the corner and looking in your direction as you kind of... your head comes up above the stairs for the first time.
It clocks me, right?
No, it's so
Ah,
if you look in, and I'll bring up the map to this in a second. If you look at it in terms of the room that you're just in, you're coming
Yeah.
up the stairs. It is in the far, what would be the northeast corner of the room. So it's like right on the other side of the room from you.
So it can't be that big.
Douglan doesn't have a lot of
Yeah.
dragon lore, but Douglan, as you come up around the corner, this green dragon, is looking at you, and it says to you,
Please, join me for a discussion.
I got somebody who would love to meet you. Hold on just one second. And I turn, I go, Kogon, there's a dragon.
What do you mean, like a painting?
No, there's a dragon.
Really? And I come ripping up the stairs. Oh. And I say, give my typical formal greetings to dragons. Drem yo look. My name is Kogan Dremna Finstrun Ma. It is a pleasure to meet you. What, great one, is your name? And I say all that in Draconic, of course.
Well, now, if I knew that I was going to be having guests, I would have been better prepared, especially a dragonborn such as yourself. My name is Thornsnap, and I guess that I would need to welcome you to my newish home.
Thank you, Donut Snap. I'll keep saying this in Draconic for now. And I'll introduce Douglan, and I'll say that that we have another member downstairs still, Harabar. I don't want to like try to deceive or anything. This green dragon, all out in the open. I am. This I'll say in common. We are sorry to intrude upon your home. We believed this to belong to someone else many years ago. We do not know that you had taken up residence here.
I have yet to decide whether or not this place will be my new home. I am just trying it on for size right now.
See, as I'm talking, I'm looking around and wondering if he's like, if it's started a horde here or anything, or if it's just like squat.
So for the most part, there are debris. There's debris from where it sort of tore a hole in the wooden roof to make an entrance to come inside. The far end of this room, there's another one of Tressa's banners, kind of down at the end of this hallway. It's just sort of curled up in there. It hasn't even started to make any sort of nest yet, okay. Kogon. Like you really sizing up the room quickly. It probably doesn't spend much time here yet.
Okay. No sign of a large belt of any sort.
It's wearing it as a collar.
Shit. Well, that's that, I guess.
Yeah.
I have been interested in this place for some time, but I did not know that it received visitors. Are you just visitors?
Oh, yes. We are not looking to make this place a home. We are simply searching for a small trinket, a keepsake of the former owner's friend who is with us.
I myself have not had much time to look around. As you can see, this was not made for one such as me. But maybe we can come to a deal. You look around, and we decide to share what you find. That we will call a partnership. Partners are much better than enemies, are they not?
I look at Douglan and say, yes, very much.
Is Thornsnap speaking in common this whole time?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, as you're getting a better size up of this dragon, Kogon, it would appear to just be a young green dragon.
Okay.
And it would not be unusual for a young dragon to be out trying to claim a lair of its own.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yes, if you will permit us, we would love to look around. We can look in places that your eminence and great stature would not fit within. So we accept your terms, of course. May we move freely throughout this place?
The dragon kind of gets up and it stretches a bit, and it takes a couple of steps forward, and then it leaps up and just catches itself on the edge of where the opening is, and it turns back to look at you down below.
I have business to attend to for the short term. I will be back for us to close our business deal.
Okay, very good. I might just mention, as you fly gracefully throughout the sky, Great One, you may notice that we have a airship that we call parked down in the valley below. It would be very appreciated if you would leave it alone. If you would do that, I would happily offer you a greater portion of my share of whatever treasure. It would be...
That sounds agreeable, although a quick flyby of will have to happen. And with that, it
No, keep it.
And with that, it just leaps off into out the hole. So, Kogon, it's a young dragon.
Yeah.
It's not particularly sure of itself. You have told it there's multiple people here. Your feeling is it just found its exit strategy. It's not looking for a fight.
Yeah.
But clearly it says it'll be back.
Yeah. Okay, Douglan. So, good news. I think we could take it. If it came down to that, it would be very, very dangerous. Harabar for sure would die. But...
Hey, Harabar would fight good against the dragon.
Oh, you would fight very valiantly, and you would
Yes.
fall in... We would sing your song.
Fixed my armor. I'm good now.
Oh, good. Very good.
Your battle would be epic, for sure.
I think it wise, if it does return, we should honor our agreement. I think always avoiding a fight with a dragon is preferable. So, green dragons, from my understanding, I do not know about all dragons, of course, just what I have learned in my village, but they are very cunning and vain. So appealing to their sense of grandeur is always wise. So that's why, I say things like that a lot of the time. But
Yeah, Kogon, I like the way you're thinking. Never quick to want to fight if we don't have to, and
Yes.
quite frankly, we're really not here for anything but what you know.
How much of a fortune do we really need, right? If we find lots of gold, gold does not fight demons and close portals, right? So
You're talking to someone that really doesn't care about gold and riches. That's not what we're here for.
Well, let's get to it then. Let's see if
All
we
right,
can
I
find
am going to share a map for upstairs with
floor
you.
2.
Just
But that was very exciting.
Just give me a moment.
I've met more dragons on the road outside the village than I ever have living in a village that worships dragons. We have an egg and no dragon.
Well,
Yeah, I
They-
need to move my.
I've heard rumors going that they're not all looking for riches and vanity, if you will. Is that true? There's got to be good sides to them too.
Well, so the history that I know is that chromatic dragons are typically less than good, we shall say. At least that's the tales from my homeland, my home world, I suppose, my ancestry. But they are highly intelligent creatures, so they can be appealed to. Gold dragons, other metallic dragons, are also, somewhat desirable a treasure. I think it's in their nature as magical creatures that they can't help it.
Mhm.
But how they come about their wealth and fortunes is really the true nature of things, right? Do they hoard and kill and steal, or is it from tribute and discovery and searching for the knowledge and acquiring these things? So this is the second floor that we're in.
This is the second floor, so you can see the banner at the end of the hall, as I described. Same thing, the crossed swords with the coins.
Yeah,
Traffic coins.
traffic.
And this hallway, kind of in the middle of the hallway, directly above is the hole that Thorn Snap tore in the roof. So there are wood bits and stuff scattered around the room. Beyond that, it's lit. The lanterns, much like they are in the other parts of this place.
Cool.
Well, shall we check that door?
Yes, let's check it out.
End?
Let's go, Harabar. And yeah, is this door locked?
The door does not appear to be locked.
Sweet. I will open it slowly and carefully so that if I hear something like a string snap or something like that, I can be prepared to react to whatever might happen.
All right. The door is open.
All right, step inside. Boudoir.
All right, you appear to have found Tressa's bedroom. So there is bed,
Condoms everywhere.
desk, and
God knows what's
chair.
in there. A single lady.
The room is well lit, as most of the house had been. The fireplace is crackling and snapping. This room is as warm as the downstairs area was. Obviously, with the open area, was a little cooler at the top of the stairs. But yeah, it is. There's a bunch of papers sitting on the desk, and a chest sort of towards the west wall.
Cool. Well, start looking around, I suppose. I'll go check the desk, see what the nature of the papers are, maybe pull open the drawer, things like that.
All right, there is no drawer on this desk.
Okay.
There's an ink quill, blank sheets of paper, and a journal sitting on the desk. A quick look at the journal. It appears to contain the beginning of some sort of book about Tressa's life. Although,
Memoir.
a quick look at it appears that she was struggling to figure out how to write it because it's
Okay.
pretty disjointed, garbly gook.
Well, maybe Harabar would be interested. Some notes from her former friend.
Oh, yes, Harabar would like to take all of this if I could. I have always thought that one day I might write a book, and to add Tressa's notes to it would be fabulous.
One Dragonborn's junk is another half-orc's share of the treasure.
Excellent.
Douglan winks. Douglan winks at Dakota like smart.
I learned from Nightingale.
Yes. Is that another lockbox?
That is a chest.
Full-on chest.
Full-on chest.
All right, Kogan, let's roll to see who opens this one.
A roll-off?
Yes. Oh, damn
Ooh,
it.
nicely done.
I don't want to open it. Shit.
I wanted to lose that one.
Yeah. All right, here he goes. I try it first. Is it locked?
It is locked.
With the dagger in it.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah. I'm going to try to put the magical dagger.
Well, we don't know if it's magical. It's inscribed with some runic scribbles, but...
Oh, I thought I felt some magic. Didn't hear that right?
Well, you didn't feel magic, but it looks very magical in nature.
You felt it could be magical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It looked really cool, and
Yes.
really cool things are magic.
Runic filigree and stuff like that.
At least to your imagination.
The dagger does not fit the keyhole.
Okay.
All right, well, he's going to try to pry it open.
All
will
right,
help.
give us an athletics check there, champ.
All right. All right.
Nice.
All right, you are able to pop it open. You think to yourself, well, that was hard, but, definitely
You gotta
not too hard. What catches your attention immediately? So there's a bunch of clothing in there, but sitting on top of the clothes are two short swords and a very ornate belt.
Harabar, here's your swords.
Come grab him.
Yeah. Come take them off the top of this chest.
Yes.
We're just going to stand back for a moment.
Yeah. No, really. Harabar.
Oh, Harabar, this is what Harabar was looking for. These are Tressa's swords. She fought many a great adventure with these swords.
Nice.
I'll let him grab those swords first.
Alrighty. I am going... So there, in there, there's the belt, the two short swords, some common clothes, and some traveler clothes. This was obviously mostly about her clothing.
So is it one of those belts that looks like, like a wrestler's kind of...
It does. It looks very
belt
much
stuff?
like a wrestler's belt.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. Very, very thick leather with a big metal buckle in the front.
I'll definitely grab the belt. I want to look.
Okay, I was going to pull it out with my halberd, but if you want to grab it, go for it.
But he's already grabbed
Harry.
the swords, so
Yeah.
Harabar already grabbed the swords out, and he's got them on his back, the kind of crisscrossed
Nice.
with the holster that she had for them.
Nice.
What's kind of on the front plate of this belt? Any...
WWE.
Yeah, WWE.
World Wrestling of Emathan.
The belt in the front has sort of a giant. So the middle of it is like this giant person with smaller people standing on either side, kind of looking up at the giant person.
Very cool. Well, the tale was true. Good job, Lafferty.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are. Is there any other treasures of note around here? Maybe there's like underneath the clothes, is there a hidden panel?
Give us an investigation check, please.
We need some more stuff for this dragon if it comes back or whatever. Investigation. Ah. Oh, not bad.
Nice.
You look the chest over, nothing hidden, no secret compartments. You're pretty sure that you have found everything that this contained.
Check under the bed.
There is another pile of books beside the bed.
Cool.
Let's go take a look. Perhaps
More trashy romance.
There's a stack of 5 books lying on the floor. These two are all by B. Mile Hartsky, and then they are such fantastic titles as Heart Me, Love of Tomorrow, Never Again, When Love Lasts, and Tales of the Heart.
Oh, God.
I've pulled back the bed sheets and wonder if they are stained.
Oh man. I look under the mattress. Do I find a bludgeoning type of weapon that's about this
Flexible.
big?
No. So, Harabar is
Carved
not
open.
surprised by the books. They are very much Tressa's. She was constantly reading these love novels.
Was this author popular back in your time adventure?
Harabar does not even know who this person is. Tressa always reading their books.
Well, perhaps you should take these two. You'll get to know her a little better.
Harabar has no interest in these books.
Nor I.
Well, Harabar, any thoughts on where this vast treasure she might have had would be?
Well, there was a door downstairs. Perhaps.
We can only continue to search. Harabar only knows Tressa would be cunning.
I
You
will
know,
quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we look through the room for secret doors?
Yeah, I was gonna lift up
yeah.
the bed, just like lift it up and see if there's a hatch underneath or anything like that.
Give
or-
us an investigation check, please.
Both of us or just Kogan?
You can get one with help. So
You want to roll again or do you want me to roll?
I mean, you can roll one.
Yeah.
I'll lift it up.
I'm
You're looking
equally-
closer as I hold the bed up.
Yeah.
the three of you scour this room pretty effectively. You don't find any secret compartments or doors or anything of that nature. This seems to have just been Tressa's bedroom, and she kept her swords and her belt here, and just the clothes and books and such.
Okay. Maybe there's a treasury in that room downstairs, perhaps. Or just a kitchen, and we're screwed.
Let's head down.
We'll be paying the dragon out of pocket. Yep, we'll head back downstairs.
Alrighty. We'll switch back to the first map.
Let me see something here.
I'm going to...
I'm going to put on the belt. I know it probably requires attunement before it can actually be used, but rather than just carrying
for
it
the
around.
sake of,
Yeah.
rather than carrying it. Okay, I'm going to throw you guys back downstairs. So if you have the first floor map,
Still open.
Mhm.
you are back down on the first floor, where the statues have rebuilt themselves and are ready
Yeah.
for round 2. You just see the arms trying to find how the pieces go back together.
No, they recognize the belt and the short swords and are like, oh, you're obviously Tressa.
Great, we made a big mistake here, guys.
All right, Douglan, I will face down this door.
Right.
All right, you are opening the door, Kogon.
Yep, same deal. Just nice and easy.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
in
within 10
You can
feet. in
jump
case,
out of the way if necessary.
Yep. Don't want to be taken by surprise for the stupid
really,
traps.
you know.
Oh, I'm sensing kitchen as I step through the doorway.
All right, like the other rooms, there is what you kind of notice. There's a light right by where you enter. The room is quite lit on one side and kind of a little bit darker on the other side. The fireplace is still going in this room, just like the other room. It's comfortable. The fireplace there looks more like it was used for cooking. You know, it's got hooks and such that you can hook pots and things on. There's some sort of stand-up pantry just to your right.
To my right, so like over on the west
Just
side.
right beside you.
Okay. Oh, I see it right there.
Yep.
Gotcha. I will take a look at this door down here.
And look at
Yeah, I'm staying within 10 feet, by the way.
All right. Opening the next door.
Ooh, an office.
All right, Kogon. This definitely looks like it was some kind of study.
Hmm.
And you can see there is just a desk, well lit. There's a window in this room. You can see these windows are sealed very tightly with wooden bars across them. And on the desk is a bunch of papers. Without really looking at them in detail, you immediately think they kind of look like letters.
Just peruse over them. Anything of note, or are they just sort of like the usual, like just whatever personal letters or something?
It seems to be, and there's the start of a letter that wasn't finished. The correspondence seems to be between Tressa and someone called Sidoni Steelbone. The letters are basically a discussion back and forth between the two of them about the possibility of Tressa and Sidoni heading out for one last adventure, as Tressa was growing bored of her retirement.
Harabar, did you know a Sidoni Steelbone?
Harabar does not. No one of that name.
Okay. Well, looks like your old friend may have gone on one last adventure, perhaps.
It is always possible, yes.
There's no
She loved
skeleton.
adventure.
I will shove this desk aside as well, just to see if there's any.
Also, is that a carpet under the circular table in the kitchen area?
It is.
Can I look underneath that?
You can.
Move the table and everything.
Yeah.
You move the table, the chairs, roll the carpet back. There is just stone floor underneath it.
Same with this desk, nothing underneath there.
Nothing. This room is, everything that you found. Tressa lived very sparsely. Obviously, she didn't have a lot of things that she didn't need. Yet she was willing to put money into all of these lamps and fireplaces. So she had a very practical sense. Everything needed to have a purpose. And
Well, Harabar, no vast fortune, but you do have your daggers.
What's that right there?
that is another door.
Aha. Well, Kogon, I'm going to go through this one if you want to.
Okay. I think that door goes outside, but
Were there doors going outside in the back? I don't think there was, but whatever. We will find out. Oh ho ho. Uh-oh.
Spaghettis.
What's it smell like?
What do you mean? What does it smell like?
Well, I clicked open, and I
Yeah.
see a ladder going down or up. Probably.
Nope. Ladder goes down into the ground.
Oh,
Oh boy.
all right. Well, I guess it's my turn. So I will listen. Do I hear anything?
You don't. It smells a bit earthy, musty, like like damp underground down there. But beyond that, and it there's light at the bottom. You're gauging it probably goes down about 20 feet or so, and you can see where the ladder is hitting the ground down below. Lit up as brightly as the room you're in right now.
Wow.
More
Well.
ever burning lamps.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, gents, it's 11 o'clock. How we feeling? Quick pulse check. We're good?
I mean, we're about to go down the cavern of death.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it's perfect. Why don't we take a real quick break, and then we will regroup and carry on down underneath Tressa's hideout.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
All right,
Good.
we will be
Good.
right back. Okay, we're back. Short break. We're ready to roll.
All right.
Okay, Douglan, so you're going to climb down the ladder.
Yes.
So the as you get in there, you kind of step across, grab onto the ladder. Above you, kind of hung to the roof, you notice there's sort of a block and tackle up there where things were lowered down into this space. You climb down. Actually, let me get myself properly set up for this.
Once Douglan's down there, Kogan will do that spec ops soldier slide down the ladder.
So as you're climbing down the ladder, you can kind of feel the moisture. And you hear what sounds like running water down inside of the room down below. And as you kind of appear, and the ladder continues down, and just as you reach the ground,
The fuck?
An alarm goes off.
Okay. God, so obnoxious.
No, just leave that on the whole time.
I quit. I'm done.
that was enough. I'm out of this hole.
Yeah, JB, we're sorry, man.
All around you, up against the walls of this cave room that you land down in, there's these mushrooms. They got about man-sized heads on the top of them, and they all started emitting this obnoxious sound, for about 10 seconds or so, and then stop.
Oh, God damn. So how far down was I?
It's about 20 feet from where you got on the ladder to when you touched down.
So
They
when
started-
I touched down
Yeah,
is
when you touch down, they started. Like they're
Okay.
in whatever cavern.
There,
this is.
yeah. So I am going to, if you give me a second, I will share another
You bet.
map with you.
Going in. Going deep.
down, baby.
House cleaning here for myself. Right. Right. get Douglan's token here.
Cool.
Okay, Douglan. So you can kind of you can see like these little clusters of these mushrooms all around. They just started making this shrieking sound as you got down there, and for 10 seconds or so, and then they stopped.
Right. Come on down, lads. I think the alarm's been kicked anyway, and no one here to hear it, I think.
Okay. That was terrible.
That was awful.
Kogon, as you appear and your
Oh,
feet
God.
hit the ground,
Don't do it.
Guess
Don't
what?
push the button.
Guess
Don't
what?
push the button. No! I start stomping on the mushrooms.
I wonder if you can make a nice meal out of these mushrooms.
And it basically the same thing happens as each of you make your way to when your feet touch the ground. These mushrooms are just kind of squealing for about 10 seconds and then they stop.
Terrible. Terrible things. All right. Let's march.
Mm-hmm.
Is there more light sources beyond?
Yeah, all of this just seems to be lit. Well lit. She has the same lamps positioned all over the place, keeping everything well lit. Douglan, as you kind of make your way around the corner here a little bit and look into the next room, you can see the water source you're hearing. Looks like there's a little stream that just kind of runs through the next cavern room.
And I'm going to proceed up until the edge, I guess.
I will follow, of course.
So it's a it's a fair-sized space that you're in. Another little, again, all very well lit. The little stream that runs here might get a foot deep at its deepest spot. It's not anything that you're going to have to ford or anything.
We could trudge through it, no problem.
Yeah.
Is the south dead end, basically, or is there a pathway through?
The south is the water just kind of runs back into the rock.
Got it.
So it just kind of goes right back into the wall almost. Same way it kind of comes out of the wall at the... So this was some sort of underground river that was tapped into as they were digging out this area.
Oh no! Stuck on a wall.
Worst.
It's very twisty.
Yeah, so you can kind of see it. It goes up towards the north and then off towards the east again.
Oh, I'm going to cross over.
Yep, start moseying. Nothing to it but to do it.
All right.
Harabar, did you ever hear Tressa speak of plans for such a thing?
No, Harabar... Tressa did not like caves very much, but to think of it, she always talked about they were too dark, and clearly she has solved this with all of the lights.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Okay. Kogon, I'm going to say no to this.
Okay.
because just as you step into the water,
Oh boy.
and Douglan, I'm going to allow you to move to there. And Kogon, I'm going to allow you to move to there. So, as the two of you kind of step into the water to make your way, all of a sudden the water rushes up into these big creatures with big watery tentacles that immediately start trying to engulf you.
That is very inconsiderate.
Well, I mean, this is just how it works sometimes.
I mean, it's kind of rude. Although we did step on them. To be fair. Initiatavo?
Yeah, just give me 1 second here.
That's Spanish for initiative.
Oh, I didn't get it. So, this is what comes up out of the water after you.
Damn.
Man, that's weird.
Water.
Yeah, and so those big, sort of out of its mouth there, those watery tentacles are trying to wrap themselves around you.
Woo.
Okay, and this is what they look like.
Gulp. A gulp.
A gulp.
All right, let's get some initiative rolled. Looks pretty good there, gentlemen.
Harabar's last again.
He's doing his best. He's a little rusty as an adventurer. Okay, Douglan, you have initiative. So these big watery creatures just literally, you just stepped into the creek and these things exploded up in front of you, trying to engulf you.
Oy. All right. Let's see here. I think I want to move out of the water. I don't think that would give an attack of opportunity, right? Am I?
Nope. You're still within its reach.
Yeah, I just want to get out of their source a little bit. And I'm going to take the first attack and see if this hopefully hits and works. And that's a
Hit
hit.
the water weird.
Okay. All right. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Favor. Basically, what this is, and then I'll describe what's going on here. My prayers empower divine radiance. Until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit.
Nice.
So Douglan sees his first attack just sort of doesn't really connect with the same vigor, and so he's as he's swinging the halberd up, he grabs his amulet and whispers a word to Gath to give him a little bit extra, and you just see from that it kind of goes to his arm like this light glow, and it just sort of engulfs the entire halberd, and it stays glowing after that. And then, so let me cast that on myself. I think that should do it.
Concentration?
It is a concentration, yes. And then I will take my second attack. Of course. But it looked cool.
Mm-hmm. Super
There's
cool.
that. And yeah, my bonus action is done because that was a spell. So, yeah, and that is my turn.
All right, Kogon.
All right.
Kogon, so this
I
thing
will-
is literally right up in your grill.
Yes. I will, same thing, kind of step back just a little bit, and I'm guessing that I don't have the room to expand to my dragon's might largeness, but I will take the effect. And yes, I suppose I will start. I'm out of fiery breath, and I don't have my chains, but I will start swinging away at this weird water that is before me. Oh god.
That's not the way to start.
And try again.
That's better.
There we go. A little extra damage from my dragon's might.
Nice.
Not bad.
A very nice and a not so nice.
And that was my bonus action to get big and all that sort of stuff. So that's my turn.
All right. Our first water weird. So essentially, these things are swinging these big watery tentacles that it have in just kind of a whipping, bashing motion. But the way that they both swing, it's clear it's trying to get these things around you to get a hold on you. So it is going to use its constricting attack. So if it hits, if the target is medium or smaller, it's grappled and gets pulled 5 feet towards the water weird. So it has a 10-foot reach. And it will remain restrained, and it will begin to try and drown you. All right, first attack. It only gets one attack. So. All right, Douglan, here it is.
Good to me, baby.
And it misses. So these things just kind of whip by you. You're getting sprayed full of water and everything, just like a bad water park. All right, our second water weird will attempt the same maneuver on Kogon.
And I would like to use my reaction after that other water weird's turn to invoke my Onique rune and try to incapacitate it with the special runic charm.
Okay.
All right. So let's drop this on this guy here. He saves. All right. That's that. Do you think
It was worth a shot.
Yep. Another rune bites the dust.
You miss every shot you don't take.
All right, first attack. Misses. Guys are a little rusty. They've been just sitting in the pond for a long time.
It's been a while since someone's come by.
Yep.
All right, Harabar is going to move into position here. He wants something to connect with this axe. He's got to do better.
Try not to cut off your armor. He rolls a 1 again, I swear to God. Okay.
He hits.
Oh, it hit. Nice.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Well done.
Why was that a 1-1?
I'm not sure.
2 1s, double 1s, 11.
Yeah. I'm not sure why it did that. All right, he gave it a good bashing.
Schmack.
So it seems it is damaged by attacks, but it's not taking full damage from your weapons connecting with it. Douglan?
All right, Douglan's getting a little frustrated with these things. So he, in addition to the glow that you see coming off of the halberd, he points both of his fingers at water weird number, whatever, 18, and says, "I must take you out. I vow this." to Gaff, and he's going to, as a bonus action, he's going to use his Vow of Enmity. And I always forget if we drop it on me, drag to target. Okay, so let me do that. This should give me advantage for the next minute, assuming I don't fall unconscious, hopefully. And then I'm going to start attacking. Let's see if it works. Oh, damn it. It hit. Can I roll again just to see if I...
Just roll in and see if we get it.
And then I'm going to drag it on
It says
me.
shift drag to target.
Oh, shift
target.
drag. Well, let me do the second roll, and then I'll try it again.
Okay.
Let me see if I get a critical. Ooh, no. Okay.
Oops.
I'll do the damage. Right. Did I notice any extra effect on the radiance?
None.
None. Okay. All right, so shift. Okay, let's see if that works. Second and last attack. Yay! All right.
Damn, almost.
That was very 9-ish for a second there.
Yep.
Clicked over.
Yeah, and that's it because he used his bonus action for the vow of enmity.
All right, Kogon. What do you got? What do you got left?
Not much. So I will just do what I do best, and that is flail away. On this side. Here we go. Here we go. Nice.
I hit.
Dragon damage here. Wow. Not bad.
Bad damage at all.
Back number dos.
Oh,
Yay.
That'll be a nice
Cool.
one.
It's
Now we're talking.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's half the damage, but half the damage of a
20
lot is so
damage.
good. Oops. Camera. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. All right. Fix yourself. And I will use my second wind as my bonus action. Heal up. Let's see what I roll here because technically, okay, nice. We still have our 8 on us, right? So
yeah, so it would be 5 more. So if you
5
got
more if it ended
healing,
up going
yeah.
beyond.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's my turn.
Alrighty.
my turn.
So our water weird.
You may want to take that one off. That's on
The
him,
Vow of
'cause I have a
Enmity?
feeling- Yeah,
Oh,
because
yes.
I have a feeling the one on him will give advantage to me. On me, so.
Done. All right. It continues to attack Douglan, trying to constrict him and drown him. Attack is successful. You're
I
drowned.
will use my runic shield reaction
Nice.
to make it re-roll and potentially miss Douglan
Well
and
done.
not grapple him into its tendril.
You like just slam your shield down. Is that like it causes some like reverberations and messes
Alright.
them up?
Now, I have to think of how that effect would.
We will try again. Oh, and he misses this time.
Yes,
Well
dude.
used.
Yes.
Well used.
Yes.
Like the water did start to come around, and then he did what he did. It just like couldn't sustain its form. Sweet.
All right.
I like to think. Oh, you know what? I have this smithing hammer always with me because that's how I carve my runes. So it's kind of like enchanted a little bit. So maybe I take my fist that has my rings with the runes on them, and I just kind of like bam, tap it against the head of the hammer, and it rings out and causes like.
That's awesome.
That's what I'll do.
All right. Our second water weird is attacking Kogon.
I can't use it on myself. I can only use it when an ally gets it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
And it misses.
And you know what?
Wow.
I get to use my reaction that's 5 feet
yeah.
away.
Sweet.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Oh!
Nice.
I would take it.
Hey, you got that radiant damage on there.
Oh,
Right.
look at that.
Sweet.
Nicely done.
Don't you touch my friend.
Lot of ones in there, Douglan.
I know, man.
Just saying.
It's all right.
Okay, Harabar taking another swing with his great axe. He's got to redeem himself in this battle.
Prove yourself.
Ah,
Ooh.
he connects again. Oh, not quite as effective this time. Douglan?
Right. Said I need to end you. I vowed this in front of Gath. You must go down.
Oh, man.
Down, I tell you.
There we go. That's solid damage.
Dude.
Nice.
And then yeah,
Butt
that
end
was the
attack?
action, so I have my bonus. Yeah.
Your butthead attack.
Yeah, my butt head.
Nice butthead attack, bruh.
Ooh.
Dude, I think
That's-
I might be using Divine Favor a little bit more because it's like on everything. It's 1d4.
All these ones.
I know, dude. Besides that, it's still, in theory, not a bad idea. So,
Oh, yeah. All right, Kogon.
All right.
Are we flailing?
We're flailing. Running on. We should have taken a short rest. Hanging out in the house for a little bit. Have lunch on those fires.
nice. You
There we
know,
go.
you had a dragon give you an order.
It's
So
true.
chances are you weren't going to dally on that one.
I'll even have damage. I just keep like with the bludgeoning effect of this flail. Just I feel like it's like splattering like
there's
water,
water splashing everywhere.
and it tries to like reconstitute itself, and it's getting like weaker and weaker as we hit it and stuff. That's my turn.
All right. Water Weird 18. It is turning its attention to Harabar, who has had a couple of good hits against it. And it misses.
May I
So its
sentinel?
arms flail around, splashing Harabar with water, but it can't quite get a grip on him.
May I sentinel?
You, of course, you can always set it. Another successful hit.
If it's sentinel and it's enmity, is it sentimental?
Oh, good one. Good one.
It's a sentimental strike.
It's very personal, right? That's for sure.
All right. And moving on to our next Water Weird. Continuing to try and grapple Kogon.
You're on your own on this one, Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Oh,
Close
come
one.
on.
You so want to get us like,
Oh yeah.
This would be so fun. Just let me drown you already. All right. Harabar. Come on, Harabar. You can do it, buddy.
got this, bro.
Ah, and he misses. God. Douglan.
All right. No more messing around. No more messing around.
Nice.
A little better on the damage there. Come on. Come on.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Douglan's in full form now. Oh!
Whoa.
I just, I'm flowing, definitely, but
Oh, look at this. Look at these hits.
So many 19s. Man, if you're a champion fighter right now. Oh, yeah. Full damage. Oh! The sploosh!
like he was just spinning his halberd around. Like it was just like.
So on your last strike with your halberd, this thing just explodes in water all over the place.
All right, he's going to, because he's still got some movement left. He's going to pop over to here, right there.
All right. That's it for you, Douglan.
Yes, sir.
Kogon. So
All right,
this
having
water
watched-
weird one has just exploded in water everywhere.
Having watched Douglan like two-hand like helicopter spin his halberd into this thing, Kogan's like, hells yeah, and he just like spins his flail like right overhead and just starts going nuts on this thing. Come on. Yeah. Dragon's might. Nice.
How it
With my
other attack,
explodes
I
in
kill
water
Harabar.
all over the room.
Nice. Woo! Man, this place is interesting.
She's got some interesting friends, let's call it.
Mm-hmm. She really did invest a lot in magical.
Harabar's just sitting there with his axe like, this was more than I thought we would be seeing.
Mm.
Well, listen, lad. No great treasure is worth it without a good fight,
Mm.
And I'm going to put the brakes on it right here for the night. And we will
Wow.
carry on exploring Tressa's
We long rest in the
hideouts.
cavern before we go around the corner.
We're just going to get real
It's a
comfortable.
short
We're
one.
going to curl up by the river here and just
Yeah.
have a good night.
Have a soak.
Yeah, nice job against the water weirds. I was really
First one.
hoping I'd get to drown somebody. But
I know.
Somebody, yeah.
That's how it goes.
yeah,
That's the DM life right there.
that's the
Yep.
way it happens sometimes. So
Oh, I didn't get to use the cool stuff. Yeah.
But you know what though? I really like the damage is being muted, at least with these monsters that we're fighting. Like it's like we gotta work to get these things down.
yeah, it takes a lot of
Oh, the
smacks.
statues. Man, the statues took forever.
Oof.
High AC and resistance.
Yep.
Great.
I mean, we didn't hit. It had to be a 20 or higher, basically,
Mm-hmm.
for the.
It was a 20.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, so we'll make that a wrap for tonight, and I guess we'll pick up with the tavern talk on Thursday.
Indeed.
And we play again in 2 weeks. So thanks
Sweet.
very much, guys.
Thank you.
We will continue on exploring Tressa's hideout next time around. So thanks. Take care.